Welcome everybody to episode 18 of In Times of Peace. I'm your DM Lapis, once again joined by my lovely players. It has been a full week since we played, and I have missed doing this. Let me make sure that everything's ready. Do we have any announcements, guys? I don't think we do.
I don't.
Well, then without any further ado, let us go ahead and get into tonight's episode of In Times of Peace. So, last we left off, after finally freeing Charlotte from the clutches of Commodibily and making your way through the Underdark, losing friends, meeting eldritch beings, and being sent forward in time. You found a small child in the woods, completely suspended in time. After freeing him, you took him back home to his hometown of Mandaliri. You spent a day or so there, going around shopping, checking out the crater left behind about 2 years ago, talking with nobility, healing people at the local church, and crafting rings. You then made your way to a local dungeon, at the Dungeon of Lost Time, in which all sorts of fuckery and teleportation happened, culminating in the fight against an adult black dragon, making you realize that now the legends and myth are true. The dragons do in fact exist. And culminating into a final room after teleportation shenanigans and powering down an orrery sphere, we were having a discussion with what seems to be the entity known as Tempor, the Lord of Time. You made your way back to the entrance of the dungeon and left. Well, not even a second had passed by outside. You hop back in your cart, and the elder turns around and looks at you. So where to now?
That is the question. Otminus, Avion, Ivory, Charlotte? Where to now?
Should we, I'm still reeling after that fight, I'm gonna be honest.
I have no desire to really go anywhere else, so... I would suggest we head back to the Jarl, give them an update on Masquerade and such, since we were supposed to do that quite a while ago.
It's reasonable.
Alright, so you're heading back to Nehrim?
Yes.
Alright.
Do the travel montage.
The long trek home.
Lap, can I roll the dice?
No! Last time you fucked us over.
You know what, Raven? Roll me a d12.
Yeah!
Lapis.
I want to roll the subsequent die.
Hey, Lapis.
Yay! Guys, I rolled an 11!
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's
Kozu.
not great, actually.
Kozu, roll me a d4.
God damn it.
Y'all know it's Kozu's fault if they roll bad.
Ah.
Alright. So,
Hey, what's this little tower?
fortification.
Oh yeah, isn't there another like group of from the Covenant of Blood in Aberhome?
Yes.
Or Arborhome?
Fine, we'll stop by our Arbor Home.
Okay.
If
We should
Artminus
go-
mentions it and reminds the party.
Before we do that, can I stop in at the library at Mendeliri?
Yeah, he never mentioned it to us, so.
I literally did it in front of you guys. I did the
Oh
settings
yeah, I
entry.
forgot. But can't. But I thought. Oh.
we
Give me a
can.
I
second,
thought
just
that
need
we
to
couldn't
take a
hear the
real
other
quick
end
look.
of the sending stone.
I would have
Okay.
related to you guys.
So
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense.
you head to Mandalorian. You said you're headed to the library, right?
Yes. Really quickly.
Okay. What are you trying to pick up?
Information on the local dungeon and any other dungeons throughout the lands.
I'll say Weaver also followed Artemis to get some
Okay.
stuff.
Stop talking.
He's picking up stuff on the laws of origin.
Okay.
Now you are copying me.
Both of you make me investigation check.
Investigation.
Right. Can I have
First
advantage? 'Cause I'm
natural
gonna ask.
20 of the session.
I thought you were gonna say a campaign. That would be not the true.
No, of
Oh,
the
first
session.
nat 20 of the campaign.
Yeah. Ignore Artemis,
I'll say-
Abiel, Ivory, Charlotte.
I'll say no. It will not be an advantage.
Well, I'm gonna ask the librarian.
Oh, okay, then yes.
Library. 20, unnatural.
Sorry, I was finishing my apple pie.
Okay, bruh.
No,
What's the forbidden part of this library?
you were looking for books on local
Information.
dungeons.
The local dungeon and other dungeons around the world.
Okay. You find a book titled the local archaeology Arventhal.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And Weaver, with your natural 20, you sort of like looking around and you spot like something like you spot a shelf nestled in to like a small corner. And you see what looks like an old like scroll on a rack. And it seems to have some like writing on the outside that almost look like arcane glyphs.
Can I try and find out what they mean?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna.
Funnel shift that. Okay. Much
Okay.
better. With a 29. So you're sort of studying the scroll, and while it seems much less like the influence of a and much less of an influence of a spell, like any specific spell, it's more like it says theories on origin. Read at own risk.
Might as well cruise around it. I would like to attempt to read it.
Okay. Make me an intelligence I'll say saving throw.
26.
Easy enough. You sort of open the scroll, and it's not like just a rolled up piece of parchment. It's like an actual like wooden dowel rolled at the ends, like rolled up scroll. And so you sort of unravel it, and you see it's much longer than you had initially expected. And you see as it feels as though the words begin pounding on your mental fortitude, almost wearing you down as almost like a way to off-put you. But you simply absorb the information, and you see as the letters change from glyphs to words. It talks about the theory of the known pantheons being almost sort of offspring to the four laws. And it sort of puts forth the idea that the laws of origin are indeed beings that observe, although in some like almost omniscient capacity.
Anything else?
Bless you.
Thank you.
It talks about sort of the theory of how each of the laws of origin, as aside from creating the deities, the gods of the world, they also sent emissaries at one point or another, champions of sort. Envoys is, I guess, a word you could also use.
Does it mention any of them?
It mentions one that it mentions one. His name was Daedalus. He was the envoy of Tempor, who was lost in a great war long ago. It mentions how there is a being that was written of as a sort of the envoy of Niue, who taught the old peoples craft and art, and then disappeared. No name was given in that one. It talks of one known as what's his name? Let me pull up my sheet. I was trying to go off memory as best I could. Barketh. The envoy of Void, Barketh.
Does it?
Though it Does it what?
I was gonna say, does it speak on like why they had these envoys?
The ongoing theory is that the envoys were sent to help the peoples of the world sort of grow and learn, experience, the four laws: time, space, creation. Space, much less so, more so reality. Gravity, things like that. Inertia, physics. They were more of teachers. Oh, fully what most of them taught, what the other three, only the one sent by Nue was known to have been a teacher. The others, they're not sure what they taught, if they taught anything. One was lost in war. The other theorized to help cause it. And then there is a bit that says that it is theorized that there is an envoy for space, Spatia. But if there is such an envoy, they have never been seen or written about in any ancient record.
I'm gonna look around for Artemis.
Okay.
Artemis,
Yes. What is it?
do you know anything about the laws of origin?
Yes. Why?
Sorry, I've just grown curious, seeing as, well, this watch belongs to that of Tempor. I was just curious if you knew anything.
I know of the four gods, but nothing more than I guess you would know.
I see. Well, if you find out anything, be sure to tell me.
Of course.
I kind of want to know what I'm getting getting myself into. I'm not one to blindly give my faith to higher power.
That would make you a warlock.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Well, I'm all done here.
What did you pick out?
Oh, just the scroll. It just talks about the laws of origin.
Is it fine if I read? I'll share my book with you.
Sure, go ahead. What's your book about?
Mostly about the Dungeon of Tempor and any other dungeons that happen to be in the area. I assume if there's one dungeon for a god of create, for one of the
Law
laws
of
of
origin.
creation, law of origins, there will be.
Would
more.
I already have read this book?
I'd say you'd have read a similar book, but not maybe this one.
Okay.
You have read a book about the Dungeon of Lost Time, but not of one that talks about other dungeons. As far as you know, that's the only one.
Okay. I'm gonna start flipping through it a little bit.
It does talk about some. That book specifically talks about some local ruins found on the different islands out in the bay, or in the Gulf, I should say. Talks about some ruins that were found on the bottom of the seabed. All sorts of shipwrecks, maybe ancient civilizations, all lost to the waves.
Quite some interesting stuff. Might want to ask if we can take this book with us. Might serve
Of
useful.
course.
What about the scroll? Anything spark some interest?
Art Minus, could you roll me an intelligence save, please?
My bad, Pookie. I should have warned you about that.
It's alright. I'm gonna give myself... Oh, wait, that's a save. I can't give myself guidance.
Smiles, y'all are probably gonna have a long rest. Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll just chrono shift that.
18.
Much better. So, while not as easily as Weaver, you do manage to withstand the mental impact of the words and begin to read of it. Reading of the laws. They're fathering in of the current pantheon. The talk of the envoys.
This last envoy for the God of Space.
Hmm?
That one seems very intriguing.
Yes, unfortunately, that was the only one that was more, I guess,
Exclusive?
a myth rather than fact.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Though most of these have a name except Nue.
Very strange. Lapis, can I make a history check for the envoy of the God of Space?
Yes.
It's I'm gonna give myself guidance.
I was gonna say you can guidance that.
That's 16.
You cannot recall a face or description, but you can remember a name.
What about an
Midas.
area? Midas.
Midas.
Midas?
Midas, yes.
Midas. Give me 1 second to peruse the library real quick. I'm gonna search any books for a tale about a Midas.
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh, I actually did too. That's a 19.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a guidance.
Okay.
That's a 23.
With a 23, you come across a book known as The Prince and the Man Who Floats. Seems almost to be structured like a children's story. Talking of how a man dressed in almost bardic attire tormented the prince of an old kingdom. Each day, the man would expand the child's room ever so slightly. Each day, making it less and less convenient to do simple things. Until eventually the room was so large, the child could not get out of bed without breaking his legs. And one day, the king came to the room in which he did not see his young prince, wondering where his son had gone, wondering why, in the days prior, he had seen his son so short. And the king chalks it up to messing with fey creatures. And how you should never trust the Fae. And there was a name given to the man who floats. It mentions, "O young regent of old, please, your name shall I know. I am Bartholomew. I am Midas. Now you know."
Bartholomew is the prince's name?
Mhm.
Would I know of a Prince Bartholomew?
I'll say make another history check for me. You may
D4
guide.
save me. 15.
I'll say because you've already unlocked the knowledge earlier, the DC was dropped earlier in the campaign.
Let's go.
Bartholomew was originally thought to have been a child of one of the last kings of the Old Kingdom, Almrabeth.
Where's that at?
That was the ancient kingdom that was destroyed a couple hundred years ago. Remember the
Yeah,
last time
yeah.
that you thought about it, you pictured horrible visions of
Yeah.
destruction.
And that's located at...
The capital was around the center of Emireth, where you're from.
What is the
The
city called?
kingdom of
Capellum?
Almrabeth. The kingdom of Almrabeth encompassed all of the known provinces, except for Melahem and Felmend.
And the ruins of the capital were at Capellum.
Mhm.
Right. Alright. Can I get one last look at the book, see if there's anything I'm missing?
In that little book itself.
Yeah, it's a children's book.
In the book, there's a line. It seems to be a throwaway line. "One day I'll take you to see the stars above. There's nothing more in this world I love in which one may partake. Lest ye, like a vampire, have a heart with stake. Come with me and fly. Let's be rid of this world. Who knows what'll happen when your fate is unfurled." And that was at the very last line before the prince disappeared.
Mental note to go to Capellum. Right. Weaver.
Yes, Archminus.
I believe we have a name for our mysterious envoy.
And how did you manage that?
That was in this children's book. I handed the children's book.
We were just gonna flip through it a little bit. In the children's book.
You see it looks almost like depictions of a man in bardic dress floating above the ground as he talks to this child as the child sits upon his bed.
And how did you connect both of those?
It's quite simple, really. King Bartholomew was Prince of the Ancient City. You know, the one when we think about it that our minds go all crazy. Well,
Right.
his room was almost resized by the envoy of space. He made the space larger.
Flipping through this, more so feels like the prince shrank.
Don't question it too much. Just know that I know.
Wait, was I actually right?
Yes.
Oh. Ah, well. Ha ha ha. I meant an October something.
The-
Anyway,
I heard it.
A spell like that isn't too uncommon, but to shrink so much that they could disappear completely, I
Hmm.
believe that is the work of an envoy of a god.
fair. So, I don't know if I'll put too much, well, trust into this, but seeing as it is the only thing we have to go off of, I will keep it in mind.
We have to go to Capellum sometime. Anyway,
It is
Might as well
quite
keep it in mind.
sure. I say we've spent long enough here. I don't have anything left.
Alright. So you make your way out,
Yeah.
books in tow.
I love books.
And
We
scroll.
got a, we got a book
Books
for
and scroll.
Henry.
And I'm gonna get Charlotte to read it.
Gonna get Charlotte to read a book about talking to fey tricksters.
No, not that one.
Lapis.
Scroll.
What's up?
While they were in there, could I have gone to the general store and bought a mirror?
Yes, you may.
How does that? How much?
This is
How much does a mirror run me?
Let me look.
this is a start to a bad joke.
Ooh, actually.
If it's just what it says in the item description, I already got it pulled up.
It's 5 gold pieces for a mirror.
Oh my fucking
bless you.
Bless
god.
you.
Thanks.
What do
And
the
item
C's
in
do?
Backpack.
Pollen.
5 gold. Alrighty.
Don't you guys love pollen?
Is there a jeweler?
Yes, there's a jeweler.
All
I just
Allen.
want to get a gem worth 50 gold pieces. Oh! Any
I would
ruby
see why that'd
dust?
be a problem. You could buy some ruby dust, yeah.
Alright, so I want to get 200 GP of that.
Okay.
That will be 250 out of my pockets. Slowly saving up that ruby dust. Now I got 400 GP worth.
Okay.
Not actually
Anything
100% sure where I got the 200 GP. Remember I got some.
From a chest, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so where are you all headed next? Headed back home?
Yeah.
I
believe so.
Virus.
Arbor home.
Alright, so let's see, it was 12. So you could get all the way out here.
How many hours is that?
Let's see, about 4. As the sun begins to set by the end of it. The day, the cool breeze, a little dry.
In those 4
Cool.
hours, I want to have started working on a scroll of Gift of Alacrity.
Hey, let me look up the stuff for that.
It is a first level spell.
Well, I gotta look at the rules for all that.
Alrighty.
Scribing spell scrolls. Did you pre-buy scrolls to put this on?
Isn't it just the
It
materials?
says you transfer a spell to a scroll.
Huh.
And for a first level spell, it takes a full day of work.
I thought it was You just needed like
So
parchment
for
and shit.
so I think I could allow the parchment thing, but it has to be 8 hours of work.
Yeah, but it's not nonstop.
Yeah.
That's why I said I was
So
going to
you
start
can
working.
you can start the creation of it. Yes.
I figured like the scroll thing was kind of the same as like transcribing spells.
No. That's hours.
Well,
That's an
it's also
hour.
cost and resources.
Yeah. So for first level, it's 25 gold pieces and a day.
Hmm.
A day of work is 8 hours.
Okay, so I'd be halfway done.
Yes.
All right, great. Let me just.
You do have You are proficient with Arcana. Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
You are proficient with
Calligraphical
Arcana, right?
supplies.
Okay. Or calligrapher's supplies. Yeah. You do have that spell prepared, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's a
You should be good then.
chronomancy spell.
All right. You're all clear.
Yippee!
I have nothing wrong with you starting that.
Yippee!
And as you go start to set up camp, night falling. Who would like to take watches?
There's no second watch.
I would.
Take whichever watch you'll allow.
So hold on. Artminus is taking second. Gray, which one were you taking?
Oh, whichever one's most
I'll
convenient.
take the first.
Okay.
I'll take third.
I'll also take first.
All right.
I'll take fourth.
All right. So it's going to be Charlotte and Abigail, and then Artminus, Raven, and then Weaver. Okay. So set down. You have dinner. Go ahead and mark your rations that you used, Raven. You're in charge of the rations.
I know,
Gray's
I
in
know,
charge
I
of
know.
notes. You're in charge of rations.
I got it. I'm
They're putting the new players to work.
And me and Artminus are in charge of ass kicking.
No.
What? I'm so in charge of ass kicking.
Yeah, but no, I'm kidding.
Maybe
What?
maybe our menace is in charge
No,
of ass
Smiles,
kicking.
you're in charge of wasting fireball.
Okay, I don't want to hear anything about Charlotte. Can you remind me what she's done in combat?
They died to the big robot.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
it's not my fault that the dice don't like me.
Uh-huh.
I told Kozu today
dice
that I was
don't
going to do
lie.
I told Kozu that I was going to do a black magic ritual so that I can trade combat luck with him.
I
And he
don't
went, please.
I don't control the outcome of the dice, and I mean, I guess it's you don't know if Lapis is gonna make you waste fireball, but still.
The dice
Well,
don't lie.
it's not that he wasted fireball; it's that he rolled bad.
But no, I'm pretty sure you used.
Oh no,
what
I
was it
definitely
on
legendary resistance.
Common Dibbly. Yeah.
No, I legendary resistance the fireball with the dragon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Technically, my fireball hit,
Yeah, no, the fireball still worked and it did damage.
but the only problem is that dragon's a bitch.
Anyway,
Scared of a little fire.
Charlotte and Abiel,
Dragon.
go
my
ahead
ass.
and roll me
Lizard.
perception checks.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I was gonna say you
Dirty
may
20.
guidance yourself if you wish, Abiel. Don't forget you have
One
that.
second.
I know it's been a little while.
Guidance,
All right.
please.
So 17 and a 20. As you both are resting, the sky above, twinkling with stars. A feeling of uncertainty of the future kind of washes over the both of you for differing reasons or similar reasons. The night is cool. A gentle breeze rustles the leaves of the trees surrounding the hut. Anything you guys wanted to do during your watch?
Um,
Or are you just sitting in silence with each other?
I'm thinking.
It's been a little while.
It's also been a long ass day, bro. 8 hours in a
I was
goddamn
driving
car.
for 8 hours. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
How are you holding up?
About as well as I can be.
Fair
What
enough.
about you?
About as well as I can be.
Oh, we're all fucking traumatized.
Has
That's all I
Abiel
got.
has Abiel like talked about what happens when Lumen returns?
He hasn't really mentioned it, no. Or no one's asked.
What do you think's gonna happen when Lumen returns?
Well, the stories suggest, he will, once again plunge the world into darkness, and also take revenge against Foa. I'm not sure what either of those actually look like.
Well,
Not good, I assume.
I know one thing's for certain. If he plunges the world into darkness, that's where I work best.
I suppose that is a silver lining.
What do you think
That's all
about?
we got. Oh, sorry.
I'm just trying to make conversation at this point. I don't know, man.
Go for it.
What do you think about the entire thing with? Hold on, I just rewatched the VOD. I'm trying to remember if I was actually there for this. When
What VOD?
the I don't remember the episode, but it was when I fought Commodibly.
Was it talking about, whenever we were talking about, or talking to Masquerade, and he was mentioning what was up with,
Yeah, all the stuff with the King of Arvenfell. I don't remember if I was there for the interrogation or not.
I think you were there for the interrogation, but you left after they dragged him into the room with the safe.
I think we talked to him, and then we opened the safe, and while they were looting the safe, you went to go and check on Yalder.
So I do know everything. Okay, so I do know everything about.
Yeah.
What do you think about all that stuff Masquerade told us about?
I'm not sure what to make of a lot of it. Foa suggested we, I guess, go and handle it or investigate. I'm not actually sure. It seems like a lot of things are going wrong at the same time. What about you?
Okay, before I answer that in character, I have another question for. I guess I'm pretty sure Ivory and or I get not Ivory, Raven and Smiles,
Okay.
because it's been a while since it's been a while since this
Ah.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
What have either of you guys revealed about Annie Arc?
Nothing, I believe.
Avery
Yeah.
did mention that he killed her.
That's true.
That was part of the
Oh yeah,
interrogation.
I did say Aniar killed me. I forgot about that. I don't remember when that
Did
was
you-
though.
Was there any mention of like why he wanted the mushroom?
No, that they chose to keep secret.
Yeah, he told me why he wanted the mushroom.
Weaver did also say not to really talk about it as well.
Yeah.
So I retracted my not say his name, but I did say not to talk about him specifically,
Yeah.
as it wasn't the smartest thing.
Okay. I can't talk about my theory just yet. I've already told you guys what my theory is, but I cannot talk about it in character yet.
Slay.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, talk about it.
I mean, Charlotte doesn't know any of that shit, so I can't. I think it's interesting learning about how bad that disease that Ivory contracted could get.
It
You know,
is.
with the king becoming tyrant-like and all.
I hope to find a cure to it someday.
Besides death, I assume.
Yes, I would rather not. I would rather avoid death, if possible. Or at least taking the life of someone else.
You know, I would say the same, but I've unfortunately gone down, what is it, 3 times now in fights? Haven't been that close to death in my past, so
I can say the same.
definitely a first time for me. I don't think I got anything else off the top of my head.
I
Alright,
don't have anything
so-
either.
As your watch eventually comes to an end, creating feelings of what's to come and what has been. I believe it's Artemis. You're up.
What's up?
To come and
What's
wake you up. Can you go ahead and make me that perception check?
Of course. So nat 20 for 23.
God damn. All right, so y'all are doing pretty good for rolls today. Holy shit.
To this session so far,
What's a combat?
Combat time. No, I'm kidding.
give me a combat.
Just you.
Against the boss.
Artemis is the boss. No, I'm kidding.
I'm the boss.
You go. And you sort of.
Mhm.
Your mind sort of sits on Midas and just the story of the envoys in general. Something about it sits in your mind. Oh, almost like a puzzle piece that you feel fits somewhere, but you can't find what connects it to the rest of the grand picture. Past few days also fill your mind a sort of satisfaction in the remembrance of the feeling of Comet Blue's bones crushing in your hands.
So glad that guy's dead.
I'm so happy Kamajibli is dead.
Your watch goes uneventful,
Yay.
as for once you don't happen to see pilgrims of the horse god come by your camp.
Can I, before I go to wake the next person up, can I cast See Invisibility?
Yes, you may. And what's the radius?
Inventory, wait, spells. See Invisibility is... It's just as far as I can see. Itself as well.
Oh,
That's
shit.
the-
Really?
Yeah,
Damn.
you can see as if they were creatures and objects that have the invisible condition as if they were visible. You can see into the ethereal plane. Creatures and objects there appear ghostly.
There's not a range on the spell?
No. Range area is self, but that's the casting area. That's how far.
Hey, really? That's kind of busted. Hold up. Hold up. Allow me to.
That's how I.
Oh, holy shit! You're right.
Yeah.
You could see into the ethereal. That's actually pretty neat. Yeah. You see what appears to be sitting just outside of the dome, like leaning against it, like with its back. But it appears to be what looks like maybe an imp. Just resting against the side of the dome.
I'm gonna use my ring of invisibility. I'm gonna sneak up on the imp.
Okay, make me a stealth check. I think it's at a. Well, you're not wearing your armor while you're sleeping, so it's a flat roll.
I'm also gonna use Pass Without Trace.
Okay.
It's an 18. Oh, I have
So
advantage
28.
from invisibility, wouldn't I?
That's right. So it's advantage. So roll it
Let me
again.
roll again. Oh, another 18. 28.
Yeah, 28. Yeah, there's no way he's saying. Yeah, you managed to sneak up on the imp.
I'm going to put my forearm against his throat. What are you doing here?
Where?
I'm asking the questions. What are you doing here?
Who do you work for?
Watching.
Who sent you?
My lord.
Your Lord who? And I get a bit tighter against his throat.
Whatever
The
you
devil?
said, we can't understand you.
I understood Eniarch.
Eniarch!
Ah?
What does he want?
You speak.
Well, then tell him to bring himself over here.
Waiting for morning.
Christ.
Echo, please.
Yeah. Go and tell him not to show his face around here.
And you see him
I
fly.
release him.
As he drops invisibility, he flies, and you see him do like a little warp, like a little portal and digit.
And then I will go and wake up. Is there a moat by Weaver or no?
No.
Okay, I go to wake up. Who's the next?
Next would
Me.
be Raven.
Ivory.
Ivra.
I'm gonna wake Raven and I'm gonna write a note and leave it on Weaver's mask. The devil wants to speak with us on the morning. And I'm
That's
gonna
why. That's
Alright.
cool.
So yeah, you see him. Do you wake her up first and then write the note?
Yeah, I wake her up first.
I'm
Yeah.
just
You
watching
see
him
you
write
see
a
him
note
write.
and place it in his
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah.
Read it if you want. I don't care. I'm going to sleep.
Okay, she's gonna read it.
Just don't wake him
I'm
up.
like, am I like right in front of Weaver's face? Is his mask?
Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, Ivory, make me a perception check.
Yay! I got a 16.
Not bad. Your watch goes uneventful.
Oh, yay. So boring.
The sound of owls hooting in the trees.
Ooh, ooh. I can already mark my long rest, right?
Yes, actually, one thing
scared.
does happen.
Bullshit.
You hear in your mind a familiar, comforting voice. Ivory. Hello. It's me, Mama. How are you? Are you
Weird.
eating well? Are you okay? Sorry it's late. Can't sleep.
Oh my god. I have so much to say to this woman and I literally can't say it all. God. And I have 25 words, right? Is that what it
25
is?
words, yes.
Fuck. Ooh. Ugh. Oh my god. Okay. Um. She says, I am well. It is good to hear from you. Lots has lots
You're at
has
10,
happened.
12.
But there aren't enough words to say. How many is that?
That's 19. You have 6 more.
I miss you. I miss home.
All right. Whatever chill of the night ran down your back through the breeze and the trees has been replaced with at least a small modicum of hope.
I'm gonna just put a little cloak that she made me around me.
The little cape she made you.
A little cape she made me.
All right. Your watch goes uneventful, and you go to
Slay.
awaken Weaver. I presume it's like stuck on the glass of his mask.
Yeah, with a little bit of scotch tape.
She's gonna lean down and she's gonna tap the glass.
It's just like a ting 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 ting.
Yeah, ding 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 ding. Fishy? No, I was kidding.
Blub blub blub.
Weaver, a fish, confirmed. All right,
Weaver.
Weaver.
Beaver, 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 Beaver,
Beaver.
Beaver's
Beaver.
dead.
Did he walk
Weaver.
away?
Receiver.
I can't believe this guy.
I'm gonna.
Did he walk
my God.
away?
Damn, we were sleeping really heavily.
Oh my god, he's dying. He's dead. Wake up! Wake up!
I hope he didn't actually fall asleep.
I doubt
If we all
it.
scream really loudly, we'll wake him up.
Ah!
Miles. He might have walked away to go talk to someone or something.
You should tell us.
I guess Weaver's out of the
I
campaign.
said something and it cut out.
Weaver died of an aneurysm in their sleep.
Yeah, bro. After reading that thing and it
Tempor got
boggled his
him.
brain, Tempor was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Tempor got him.
Let me see what his perception
He put a.
modifiers.
He
I'll
put
roll
a.
for
Yeah,
him.
I was about to say here. Let me roll for him. He put Tempor went in and gave him a lobotomy while he slept.
Oh shit. Well,
Little do we know, this is all a sick
he's feeling
joke planned by Lapis.
extra tired.
Weaver's not actually there.
He rolled his perception check.
I rolled the perception check.
Oh. Okay, can I do the watch with Weaver?
If you want.
Weaver, you aren't talking very much.
He seems depressed. Weaver! Snap out of it! Come back to
He
Give him a
was
me!
text message.
sleeping under the mask.
He's not feeling so great. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Gravy,
Send him-
send him a text to wake him up.
Call him.
Call his cell phone. Make him awaken.
Bitch! Bitch! Ho!
Sorry, I'm back. I had to step away for a second.
Hey,
We
buddy.
missed you.
Got him.
How much
All
you
right,
missed?
so it's yeah. How much did you miss? What was the last thing you heard? Well,
Catch me
you
up.
awaken. You awake here. You awaken to Ivory tapping on the glass of your mask.
There's a sticky note.
And
on
as
the
you open your
glass.
eyes, it's pitch blackness as it seems something is covering the lens of your mask.
We're just going to peel out whatever's covering it.
It seems to be a note from Artminus. It says, "The devil wants to speak with us
Hmm.
In the morning.
On the
in the
warrant.
morning."
Great, and if my night couldn't go much worse. Alrighty.
Are you alright? You were sleeping pretty heavily.
Yes. I was exhausted. The dungeon took quite a bit out of me.
I'll stay up with you if that helps. In case you doze off.
That would be appreciated. How did the watches go?
Uneventful.
Well, I figured as much. Not much reason to, stand watch. Well, in this hut, that is. I need to roll perception. Perception. 25.
Do I also
Yeah, that was
roll
much better than what I rolled for you.
Can I also roll perception again?
Yes, you may.
I
Yay.
love perception.
I got a natural 20 at 25.
Hey, you both rolled the same thing, just one.
Sometimes I don't
Wasn't
like
it good?
rolling high because then I get to be unaware to the horrors that lie.
Now it's only Abiel and I that need to roll natural 20s this session.
Oh, my head. It feels like
All right.
it's going to burst.
So, your nights, your watch, for the most part, goes uneventful, unless you would like to do anything during your watches.
No.
Ivory interrogates Weaver
Ivory?
again.
Oh boy.
Does it hurt?
For interrogation.
Does what hurt, Ivory?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant your leg. Does it hurt?
It's mildly uncomfortable, but it's not too bad.
I imagine you're probably used to it then.
Yes, about 2 years now. So,
You must be pretty tough then.
no, just used to it.
I think that pain makes you stronger. At least to an extent. I knew a guy once who didn't feel any pain. None. He was scary. Scared to fight. Because he never knew when he was injured. He did not care about blood loss or scrapes or bruises or none of that. Broken bones. Didn't care. He was a force to be reckoned with. But one day he twisted his ankle and somehow, by the grace of whatever is out there, he felt it and he cried like a baby. So, I think that pain makes you stronger.
I suppose that is one thing we could agree on. Pain definitely does make you stronger.
Sorry, I just pulled that out of my ass. Anyway. It's so hot in here. My head
Sometimes that makes the best moment.
Woohoo! You're telling me at a 225s nothing happens?
No,
That's a good
it's
thing.
a calm night.
That's a good thing.
Alright. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Alright.
Mm-mm.
As the sun begins to rise, I'm gonna skip this song.
Dude.
The next morning comes. All of you awaken. Y'all are getting the horse ready. Start to get ready to cook. As soon as the fire gets lit. Go ahead.
As soon as I wake up, I'm gonna cast see invisibility.
Yeah. You cast see invisibility, you don't see anything.
Alright, I'm gonna keep that up for as long as it stays.
As soon as the fire is lit for breakfast.
Minus, may I
You
pull
noticed.
you...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Minus, may I pull you aside?
Of course. What is it?
Ow, my head hurts.
About that note you left me.
Oh, that. What is it?
Well, I'd like the context.
Before I went to bed, I cast see invisibility to check if there was a moat around you, and there was an imp sitting outside of our dome. I interrogated him, and he said that the devil would be coming on the morning. And now it is the morning, and he will appear in a minute or two.
I see.
At that moment, you all hear. Well, hello! And you sort of look over, and walking along the road appears to be a gentleman, sort of well-tanned skin, sort of black, slicked back hair, fine, elegant garb, with a sort of a black cloak, travel cloak. He looks over, he says, "Hello! You have such a cozy little setup here.
Do I recognize this person?
Make a history check."
Can I also try to recognize this person?
I'm going to
Yeah, you can.
cast Protection from Good and Evil, and I'm
You
going
know what?
to
I'm going to
Protection
as
against
well.
Fiends.
What is it? History?
17.
I'm also gonna do a history check. Yeah, I don't know
Built over
shit.
from a 17 from a to a 7.
Weaver, something about him feels familiar, but you can't quite pinpoint it. Maybe something about his face.
Is it...
He appears to be human.
Do I feel unnerved by his appearance?
No. He seems quite handsome.
Is he friendly? Does he look friendly?
Seems to be.
Hmm.
Lapis.
He walks
Stare,
over.
Stay
are
right
you?
there.
And
Keep
you
your
notice
distance.
he takes a step, and you see that he holds a cane of black and gold.
Who are you?
Wait, it's Raphael. Wow.
Oh,
You
I
there.
merely a traveler.
I mean,
It would
You
be
said he-
wise to keep your distance.
does he look? You said he looked like fancy, kind of,
He
right?
looks kind of fancy. Yes.
Does the cane have any, like, marking on it?
Yes, it has a symbol with these. It almost has like a little golden head, horns curling back.
Would I recognize that cane?
Yes,
do
you
I
would.
recognize? Do I recognize
Yes,
the
you
game?
both would. As he says, I merely wish to extend an offering for breakfast.
That's an interesting cane you have there.
Oh, yes. Thank you. My father made it for me many years ago.
Interesting. Does he seem
Please.
malicious?
I make an insight check.
Okay.
Can
I'd
I also make an
like to
insight check?
that.
Yes, you all may.
Motherfuck! It was an 11.
15.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He has that symbol. I don't trust him.
You do not.
Oh, good shit, Charlotte.
Good shit, Charlotte.
You all can tell that he is not being malicious.
He's being
But
dishonest.
Charlotte, you can immediately pick up that he is not entirely being truthful. Though it does not seem like it's out of malice.
I'm.
What did he say? He's
Uh.
offering breakfast.
Yes.
What's that? Eat our breakfast.
What's
The elders
catch?
looking at him and looking at you guys like,
What's the
I mean, you don't-
catch?
You don't look like a
That's-
traveler. I mean,
oh, my apologies. I do tend to travel to and from the different provinces. Having plenty of free time has allowed me the luxury of such.
What
On
is your
foot?
name, traveler?
with a cane?
I'll
We're like interrogating this guy.
some just call me by my title as a lord. Others call me Aniarch. And you see as the cloak unfolds into devilish wings, his skin
Whoa.
turns slightly to a reddish color, and the horns extend from his scalp, going up
I'm
and
gonna-
back.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm horrified.
Please, allow me to offer you supper. And he waves his hand, and you all feel as though you are no longer standing where you once were.
This is familiar.
And
This
now,
is incredibly familiar.
Bro,
Yeah,
just pulled up
I've seen
fucking
this
Baldur's Gate,
before.
man.
Lapis, before he does that, can I cast protection from good and
you
evil on
already,
myself?
I thought you had already done
Oh.
that.
Yeah, I already did that like a while ago. And I'm going to keep it up as long as it takes.
You can turn up the music if you want a little bit. I believe now I could introduce myself properly to your group. I am Maniarch, Lord of the First, Layer of Hell Avernus. And I have to make good on a mistake I made. So please, have a seat. And you see behind you a large, sort of elongated table with chairs, plenty of food, a feast stretching as far as the eye can see from end to end of the table.
I'm not gonna
We
take a
have-
seat.
No reason to trust you.
Quite fine
Well, then
standing.
ensure that I. Well, let me assure you that I mean you no harm. I'm simply making good on a wrong that I have done. You see,
Hmm.
That being?
you see, those above me, well, I guess below, in a sense, have corrected an action I made towards one of your own. And he looks at you, Weaver. I was reprimanded
Oh.
for not trying harder to strike a deal with you for the Inferni Mycelia. And I've been waiting for the proper time to pay you back. Because, as I guess, not even I am allowed to have a little bit of fun. So please, come,
Can I
dine with
insight
me
that?
in... Yes, you may.
Okay.
Come, dine with me.
21.
I merely wish to discuss the terms of, I guess, whatever I shall bestow upon you for what, and as payment for what I took from you.
Okay. Does a 21 tell me anything?
He is not lying.
Oh,
He's being entirely genuine.
I still don't like him. Hmm.
Payment, and if I were to ask for what you stole to be returned to me.
If that is what you seek, then yes.
Does he know about the... Actually, I should probably just ask him. Actually, I don't want to ask him. Never mind.
Well, yes, if that is what you seek, dear boy, then that is what I shall give to you. But only that.
See,
Are you sure?
I'd like to discuss it with my party first.
Well, if you wish. He gestures once more to the feast.
In
Help yourselves.
private,
And if you would
without
like,
prying ears.
As I was saying, I could go into the other room. And he begins to make his way out of the room. His cane tick, tick, tick on the floor as he goes.
Do I still have scene visibility up?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no foul play? At least
Does
to
not
my
seem to
degree
be.
of knowledge?
Not that you can tell.
He got in trouble. Thank fuck! I hate that guy.
I believe I know exactly what to ask for. We could ask for the mushroom back, then we would have a mushroom, or we could ask how to cure the disease. And that would be much simpler.
Well,
This is
he
very
may not-
true, but we could
Hey,
ask for the
Yalder-
cure.
Yalder's going over to look at the food.
Yalder,
Don't
don't
touch
touch
that.
that.
Don't. We do
Yalder,
not trust this guy.
Please do not give in to temptation
Wait.
of devilish treats.
I will
worth
make you
here?
waffles later.
Listen, the devil's
look,
food cake is
go
not
buy.
worth it.
There's play.
Yes, Yalder, and let's not
We
tempt
can-
fate.
Bake 100 pies when we get home, but do not take a pie from the table.
Does there seem to be any magical effect on Yalder? Can I check that?
I'll say make an Arcana check.
While we wait, I'll just cast Detect Magic.
I'm not sure. Detect magic.
10 minutes.
We
So
have that type of
from
time.
where you're standing,
Imagine we have all the time in the world right now.
not a whole lot seems to be giving off any magical effect other than you guys, like your items.
Great.
Okay, so this is weird and I don't like it. No, if we
And
asked
was that
him
from
for
his
a
Arcana check
cure-
or Detect Magic?
That was
from
detect magic.
I
You
rolled
didn't
an
get
8.
anything from Arcana.
You know,
Um,
if we ask him for a cure, it's likely he will just offer death on the table.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's already established that death is the cure. If we asked for
Yes.
the cure, just to say that he won't just give us a repeat of our answer. And if we ask him to give us the cure, who's to say he won't just kill one of us?
Perhaps
we
we
could
can
ask
word it as
for-
an alternative?
Doesn't require
We could
ending
ask.
one's life.
We could ask for knowledge of all available cures. Therefore, he would give us. He would say death, and then if there's anything else, he would tell us.
All right, wait. We're talking about the mushroom. What was this? What mushroom are you guys talking about?
The one we found in the
spooky-
Underdark. The one that
spooky
cursed
mushroom in
Ivory.
Underdark, yes. The one that made me
Mm.
slightly dumber.
See, I mostly didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure of what could cause
Wait,
him to be able to spy in on us. So
he
I-
stole the mushroom from you.
Yes.
I did not know that. When did
Well,
that happen? When did that happen?
shortly after he visited you. I didn't say anything because, well, I wasn't sure on what caused him to listen in, so I was not going to attempt to provoke that even longer.
Alright.
But now that it came to light, there's no reason to keep it. Though, I don't think a cure is our best action, because if we ask for existing cures and we find out death's the only answer, then, well, we lose our bargaining chip, and we know as much as we already did. If we ask for a cure, that's a little bit too risky.
Does he know that the disease is running rampant?
Imagine it
Because
would
he told
be-
me that he wanted to return it to the plane it belonged to. That
You
he-
could.
it did not- it
I
did
will
not
say,
belong.
if I may intervene or interject
ahead.
here,
Go ahead.
I will say, you do notice he walks with a slight limp. So you could probably reason that you could get more than like one question from him. Since he
Well,
does
Slight-
kind of owe you.
Okay, wait, so did he not have a limp before?
You notice when he walked away, he had a limp. And that's why
Did he
he was
not?
using the cane. He did not have a limp before.
Oh, he was heavily reprimanded. Okay.
Now, we could always
The hells have laws.
ask questions and interrogate their motives, and then just burn our owed action on something selfish like money or strength. That way we have some better tools and the information.
We could ask what he knows of King Vamro.
No, that's more so what I meant. I just wouldn't say burn the favor on that.
So ask him questions and then ask for.
Righty. You may come in now, Aniarch.
A couple seconds pass by. And he comes back.
Before I ask my request, I would like to ask a few questions.
That's right, alright. What can I do for you, Weaver?
What do you know about the king? One
Which one?
currently suffering from your disease.
The Tyrant's Fog.
Oh, Vamrel.
Is that on
Um,
purpose?
In a way.
Well, fuck.
And I imagine the only cure is death.
Not entirely.
And what would the cure be?
Well, death is a surefire way to get rid of it. Destruction of the body means the mycelia has no way to have a host. that's allowing it to kill itself. Essentially by instantly starving itself. It draws on one's mind. Well, one way that at least I've seen you all get rid of the spores is with the light of the gods, as it were. Radiance. Your little sacred flames and such, and your guiding bolts. Even your true strike, Weaver. You see, the Inferni Mycelia doesn't like holiness. Even neither do many other planers, such as myself.
I see.
And by the way, I do apologize for the decor. But like, it looks immaculate. It's a beautiful manor with like stained glass windows. I really haven't had. I did not have time to get any sort of infernal butlers or help to come and pass around drinks.
What?
The manner of malice, or sorry, the manner of manipulation is a little low on help today.
It's quite
I
alright.
Or the manner of malice is a completely different thing. That was, I don't know. I thought
Over the
that.
table talk, real quick. Alright, so we have our information. Now we have our request to burn. What do we want, guys?
Yeah.
We have like anything. We got our info. We can have anything.
I don't know.
You know, I
Wait a
got this.
second.
I got this.
It's yours, so you go ahead. Give me the sword of luck.
Wait,
Sort of light. What the fuck is that?
I said the sword of
you
luck.
said you asked him if. Sorry, what was the first question you asked him?
Was the infection on King Vamrel intentional?
Yes, and it was.
He said
Can
in
we
a
ask
way.
why?
In
Can we
a
ask
way.
why?
Yeah, you
Like,
never asked
what is?
why.
I want to know what he means by in a way.
One
Did you
more
say that out
question.
No, I'm saying this to
Okay.
Miles.
One more question. In what way do you in what way do you benefit from the king being affected from Tyrant's fog?
He sort of shifts his posture, thinking about it for a moment. One tends to get quite bored. Given I'm no stranger to war. I mean, just look out the window, and he motions to out the window, and you can see in the distance what looks like thousands of fighting creatures, fiends, devils, demons. A war front. At his very doorstep. The Blood Boar can sort of get a little boring. But I do find mortals of the material plane quite fascinating.
So entertainment.
Boredom.
A sort of way to occupy myself. Just think of it as escapism.
To occupy
Forget the
yourself another
troubles.
way.
In a way, yes. I mean,
Have you ever heard of
an
Dragon
in-
Chess? Maybe you should take it up.
Dragon Chess. Oh, I do quite love a game of Dragon Chess, actually.
Because
I mean, if Nindoran can have fun and destroy an entire civilization, why can't I?
it's dumb. It's ridiculous.
If we were
Out of
to cash
boredom?
in this favor, what could you offer?
Items, gold. What else? Of course, your mycelium. If you wished more answers to questions, leads, power.
Mm.
Power, huh? What kind of power could you offer men of my stature?
A sort of deal to be struck. Tends to be servitude in exchange for quite a great deal of arcane power.
I possess all the arcane power I desire.
Yes, but think of how much more you could be doing if you could. Eldritch Blast at a whim.
Now you're just insulting me. Why would I stoop so low
I mean
as to
no
be a
intent.
warlock?
Well, you're the one that asked.
Anyway, as for items, what can you offer me or my party?
Well, I have your Inferni mycelia still in the jar. I put it up on the shelf. It looks quite nice above the mantle. Let's see.
Hold on, Lapis. I know it's a bit late, but could I've incited everything he said about the entertainment?
Yes, you may.
So I'm gonna need my Tupperware back if you can just transfer
Don't fail me now.
Wait, I want to incite that too.
They failed me now.
I'm inciting that.
I need the jar
21.
back.
Listen, I'm gonna need my
8.
Tupperware back. You're gonna have to transfer that to someone
21.
else.
Is that what you
21,
want for your
21.
deal?
I got a 24 by the way.
21,
Ivory
21.
and Weaver, you both can tell that he's being honest.
Alright, let's
Good.
hear more of these
Good.
items.
If you want, I could take you to my treasury. Let you peruse.
Well, that's probably the best thing you've probably said all morning.
That's for 200,000 gold.
Lapis, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot is he?
The shit we need to make the Yarn Golem.
He's very attractive. He's fairly attractive. Like
Right.
let me look at his raw charisma score real quick.
Wait,
Like,
you're
I think
right,
that's fire
Charlotte.
right
This
now.
dude would have 2 5th level fire, like 2 5th level spell slots. I could just ask him to build that thing.
I meant the money. I didn't know what else you needed, but the money. Yeah.
I could ask him to.
His charisma of 30.
What the fuck?
Which is the max, if I remember correctly, the max amount of anything score a monster can have.
That is the highest score any monster can have in any stat.
Bro could seduce me with his eyes closed.
He has a.
Passive charisma.
I need to give this bitch
of-
I need to give this
passive
bitch
persuasion of
proficiency
one.
in persuasion. I forgot to give him that.
Is he like is he like the level of charisma to where if he tried to riz me up, I'd have to make a saving throw?
Well, I'm not
No.
gonna do that.
Well, even
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, is that the level of charisma? He's
Raven, even if he tried to riz
Come
you
on,
up,
Raven.
Possibly.
even if he tried to riz
Possibly.
you up, like
got? No, I don't want him.
Raven,
I don't want him.
Whatever you say.
no matter how high he rolls, it's not like you're gonna instantly fall for it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't really like him. He killed me, so he'd be at disadvantage.
Dum, 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 dum.
Um,
dum.
I'm not gonna lie, though, Smiles. I want to see what items he has.
that's.
Miles,
what
you
I'm
should just
saying.
wish for the thing
Yes,
to be
yes,
good.
yes. Let's go get some cool stuff.
It's not a wish.
Give
Wait.
give the greed goblins their magic items.
Ah. I think I should get another legendary item.
Take us to your treasure vaults, Antioch.
Of course. Follow me. And he begins to lead you. You now see him sort of almost hover now. No longer walking.
Smile.
Just a couple inches above the ground.
Yeah.
Rocket sword.
Does it?
You gave him that idea.
No, actually, it was me. It was 100% me. I take credit for that. I want that blade or ivory.
Does it hurt?
It doesn't
Does it-
exist.
Does it hurt to walk? And the arc.
Take a walk.
You didn't like that question.
A little bit. I should be fine in another day or so, but
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on his leg.
you do.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
sure. Why not?
That's
Yeah.
nice, Arminus.
And he sort of drops back down and he starts to walk. Thank you, Artemis.
I don't want to say it in character,
Quite
but
kind
over
of
the
you.
table talk, dude's how
Kiss
powerful
ass.
and can't. Dude's how
He can't
powerful
cast
and
healing
can't
magic?
even cast a first level healing word. Man,
Maybe not on himself. Maybe not on himself. Maybe he
worry
doesn't have
about
the ability to
thanking
do that.
me.
He's
bro's
he's
never
a
heard of
devil.
a healing potion.
He's a devil. He's a devil, okay?
Dude, it's a different culture down
Maybe
here.
he's
Come
out
on.
of spell slots. Maybe they took all his spell slots away. They're like, fuck you. You lose healing privileges.
Anyway, continue, Lapis.
So, he begins to lead you through the halls. You see imps flying about, just kind of watching. Little piano music playing in the
Can I like
background.
look around?
Can I spot
Yeah.
the imp that I threatened last night?
Yeah, you see him sort of like cowering in a corner as you approach and like pass by him.
What happened to him?
Bro,
You
Armin,
see
this
what
is a
like
dick.
what looks like a really serious bruise around his throat.
Oh man,
Oh.
is he okay?
He sees you and he just goes,
Arminus looms over you. Don't worry, I'll cast healing word, and it's just like flames coming off his hands. I don't think that's healing word.
"Oh, why am I hurting? Oh!"
I never hurt somebody.
Anyway,
I didn't.
All right. He
I
leads
would never
you.
take pleasure in hurting somebody. Would be weird.
He sort of, excuse me, I'm having hiccups. He snaps his fingers and the last door before you at the end of this hall opens. And you sort of walk into what looks like a trophy room. There's
I'm
about
gonna
7 different pedestals.
I'm gonna
One
look
in the-
around.
One in the very center holds a velvet pillow and an empty case. Another,
An empty case?
an empty case, or appears to be empty at least.
Name off the other things and we'll get to that.
is my detect magic still up?
Oh yeah, the things in this room, that are within your range, are giving off some pretty powerful, magical auras.
With the empty
Auras.
case.
Oreos.
The empty case now.
Damn. I was hoping it was a ring of invisibility, but was actually invisible.
You fucking dumbass. Why would that
Invisible
be a
ring.
thing?
Invisible ring of invisibility.
That'd be quite gay.
Anyway, continue.
All right, so
The table of invisibility.
he looks at one. He motions towards it. And it appears just double checking that I'm saying the right thing. Double checking. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm trying to find my paper. I can't find where it is. Okay, so he does point to one. It appears to be a folded up set of robes, sitting nicely on a pedestal.
A bunch of robes.
It's a set of robes. The first one.
What kind of
Okay.
robes are those?
I believe they are called robes of the Archmagi.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Yes.
Sort of
And
the Magi.
quite indeed know what those are.
I have no idea.
He points to another one. It appears to be what looks like this sort of almost like a perfume bottle with this orange, yellow, turquoise, red design on it. That isn't a fruity bottle.
A what bottle?
A fruity bottle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to.
How do you spell that?
EFREETI.
EFREETI.
Oh my god, it's a fucking shitty genie.
Oh my god, a fucking genie?
What?
Dumbass. That's the legacy. Let me look at the new one.
Ew. Pass.
That's kind of crazy. I kind of like that. That's fun.
Gambling!
No.
Gambling! I love gambling!
Gambling!
I'm gonna be honest, I might already have chosen my item, but I'm gonna listen to the rest of them.
Well, you guys only
Yeah,
there's
regular
only one
matchup.
item. It's only one item that you can get.
I know,
I think
that's
it's
what
already
I'm
an item.
We're just here with Weaver while he shops.
I should
There is
pull the.
there's an arcane grimoire +3.
Damn. It's like a kid in a candy shop.
It's like Wizards R Us in here.
Didn't I pick one of those up in the keep?
There's a plus
Right,
That was a
one.
probably-
+1, I think.
I know I picked up an arcane grimoire. I just don't remember.
You
if
gave it
was-
to me.
or what rarity it was.
Alright.
A doop-a-doo. So what all have I said again? It was the Robe of the Archmagi, 3D bottle,
Arcane
Phoenix
Grimoire
Sword.
Arcane
Dude,
Grimoire.
it's gonna be here.
Rocket, Phoenix Sword.
There is there is a ring of regeneration.
Ooh.
The Ring of Foreskin.
Okay, relax.
It's just. Hey, listen, that's not my joke, alright? It's a funny one, but it's not mine. I can't take credit for it.
A rod of resurrection.
One minute, it's not it.
What was the other one I said again? It was the ring of
Regeneration.
regeneration. And then there is
What was that?
don't worry about it.
Buddy, do you
Good
need to
man.
change your pants?
It was with my
You-
mouth.
Oh.
Did you use the
It was with my
bathroom
mouth. That
bag?
was a
The Rod
buddy, I
of
heard that
Resurrection
shit
is a
really
little
stink over here.
tempting.
You should give it to Abiel.
It is quite tempting.
Literally overpowered.
It is.
What are the other two options, I think?
It is two more options, yeah.
There's only one more option.
What? You said
Okay.
7.
The
one
seventh
of them was
one
empty.
had nothing in it.
What's up
The
with the
seventh
empty case?
pedestal had nothing in it. The empty what?
What's up with the empty case?
Oh,
What
sorry.
used to be there?
It's not that something used to be there, and he snaps his fingers, and you see, the case open, and you see that whatever the glass is made of seems to distort the view of whatever's inside, and you can see a small jade keystone.
We have one of
It's like
those.
the one that you have.
Shut the fuck up, Ivory.
No, I didn't say that out loud.
Oh, okay.
He already knew about it.
I said
Smiles.
that over the table.
Remember?
I know, but
Smiles,
like
he
that's
knew
just
about
like
that already.
I know. I already knew that, but like still, like Ivory just. I thought Ivory in character was like, we have one of those. Like no. Don't taunt
Ivory
the
would
man.
do that. Wait, so okay. What's so special about this stupid rock?
Hmm,
Did you really say that?
please say you didn't.
Yeah. He looks at it and he's like, well, this is one of the jade keystones. I believe Weaver has one.
Mm. Okay.
One of 3. The third having been destroyed.
Oh. Oh. Oops.
And the last one he looks at, the last one there,
Sorry for calling your rock stupid. It's not stupid.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to call your rock stupid.
Bro has an innocent rock collection, and you're just throwing shit.
My mom told me to
Alright.
apologize. You don't actually think your rock is stupid.
Bro, stop building the suspense. Just tell me this magic item.
The magic item. Probably
the
gonna be
last
the
one
one we pick.
It's the sword, I'm telling you.
Sorry.
appears to be a
Mm.
deck of cards.
No.
No?
Never mind.
Yes, take that. Take it.
And explain what
does the
this
deck
thing
of
does.
cards
Take it.
do?
Take it.
what
Take
could
it.
that be?
What does the deck of cards do? Do I recognize this deck of cards? Have I seen this deck of cards before?
It's the deck of
No.
many things, I'm telling you.
Dude, this deck, it looks like it has so many things in it.
It does
Oh,
look
that's way too complicated. I don't want to take that.
like... Actually,
deck of
you know
wonder.
what? How about I just... Hey, what is that? It's just cards? That's so...
What is it called?
Last, and he points at it. That, while it is not as fun as its sibling, that is the deck of several things.
Okay. Do you just, like, collect things for
Oh,
fun?
god damn. Guys.
In a way.
Bro,
Are you okay?
I'm
Deep breaths.
read the deck of several things.
That's too complicated. Don't. That's.
Okay, hold on.
I don't think I would take this.
All of these suck.
What do you mean? The robe is overpowered. OP.
I think he's talking about the deck.
Yeah, the deck sucks. The rod's really
I'm
great.
saying that all
The
of
rod's
these-
really great, but Avio will have that power like built into him. Like it could benefit us right now, and it like secures our safety.
We have our own rod of revival.
Yeah, you know.
You see him, and the seventh thing is the jade keystone,
Mm,
We should take
which
that.
he then
actually.
shuts it back.
and I imagine that one's not up for grabs.
Well, it could be, but that just makes the ones looking for them target you even stronger.
Mike's
Because as far
true.
as my sources have told me, those searching for it have no idea that I have it.
What do you plan
Though I
on doing
can't
with
say
these
the same
jade?
about you.
What do you plan on doing with these jade keystones once you get them?
They're rare and valuable. Why not keep it? I truly have no desire to bring about an old evil. There's enough of that in the world.
So you
I
just
don't
like
need someone
collect
up
them.
showing me. I'm a collector of sorts, yes.
Can I insight that?
Yeah, you can.
Sure, me
also
too.
gonna-
Let's
I'm
go
also.
gadget.
Bro,
Go
I'm gonna
plus
insight-
0.
Yeah, I got a fucking 3. So
Hey,
fuck
dude.
me, I guess.
why are we
Artemis.
insighting this? This dude has a charisma of 30 in
I could.
yeah.
I believe in myself.
That's a good point.
Excuse
Well,
me. I'm so
Dude.
sorry. I don't know what's happening today.
Hey, Smiles. Do you
I'm-
think if we gave up your keystone, he would give us 2 magic items?
That might
No.
be worse.
That's like the worst fucking thing you could have ever said, because those are the only 2 fucking keystones that exist, right?
But
Yeah,
they're in
you
the
can
hells.
you can tell he's not lying. That he's a collector of all things rare and valuable.
But does he look aesthetic?
As you
and
also
prideful
see
as
what
if
looks
he's showing
like-
off his baby.
As by the way, you can see what looks like mounted heads of different creatures throughout the ages on the wall. You see
Do
a
I
mind
recognize
flayer
any-
head.
Oh
It
shit!
looks like a Chul skull, a dragon skull.
what are the colors of the robes
we
of the
s-
Archmagi?
So fun fact, they changed it so there aren't colors.
I know, but you said there were multiple. And I imagine they
Not anymore.
still... Well, no, you said there were multiple robes.
No, a set of robes, as in the robes of the Archmagi.
Okay, so...
That's how you. Is not the robe of the Archmagi.
Alright, I just thought there were multiple.
No.
Still, what does it look like? Because I imagine they all have different colors regardless of, like...
This one seems to be a sort of. Sort of a gentle sky blue.
God, he's literally trying to appeal to you.
It's like a gentle sky blue with like a little bit of like gold
Gold
accent.
My...
Yeah,
Okay, buddy.
Lapis, you and I are the same person. Okay, sorry.
And it's got like a little stone set in it. It looks like an emerald.
You're a collector, right?
Yes.
Tell
I feel like
me,
we've asked him that like so many times.
where did you get those robes?
He smiles.
Oh shit.
I got them from a great wizard. He owed me a debt.
Are you sure it was a wizard?
Sorry, did I say wizard? I meant mage. Sorcerer, even.
Oh shit.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the front door.
I guess we don't have to go grave robbing then.
Shut the fuck up, Martin.
I'm sorry, I didn't really. That was funny.
I see.
What a way to kill the scene.
I know. I'm sorry. It was worth the joke.
And what
I
was
believe
this?
his name's Lucian. Yes, that's right.
Ah,
I've kept them pristine now.
I see.
He was great, he was a great mage. I don't want to squalor his. Well, the last thing he's ever given me.
Indeed. What was this debt he owed you?
Here, one sec. I'm getting a phone call.
It's a debt of friendship. I thought
he was in cahoots with Aniark, bro.
Alright.
He was having an
You said
affair.
what did he owe?
What was this debt he owed to you?
Well, it was many years ago, actually. He was upon a ship, headed back. Funnily enough, with the third jade keystone. I almost said gay keystone. The
Pride
third
Month,
Jade
everyone.
Keystone. The third
Not yet.
Jade Keystone.
Almost.
Shut up.
When his ship convoy was attacked,
Hmm.
he asked me. He called out for help. Pirates fired the cannonballs and fireballs, and he asked for a miracle. And I just happened to be the first to answer. I saved his life. I told him that when he eventually passed, that he would give me his robes, because I thought them quite stunning. I mean, just... And he walks over to it and he goes, "Look at the stitching on that. The magic just coming from it is so potent. Power.
Hmm.
Influence. That's what this radiates to me, at least. One who can enjoy such a thing."
Indeed.
They don't call me the master of manipulation for nothing.
You're quite good at what you do.
Thank you.
So he was slacking when he made a deal with Weaver. I guess I'm not
I'll
being.
need a minute to think this over. Weaver's gonna get closer to the rest of his party. Well, on the one hand, Rod of Resurrection would probably be our best pick for now to ensure safety among the party. Though
Hmm.
for more selfish reasons, I
He
would
raises an eyebrow.
quite rather go for the robes.
It's up to you.
This is your deal.
It is
Yes, but we are a party.
Yes, and what's important to you is important to. I guess I would say the party, but to me, so I say do what you want.
Well, Weaver, those are your choices. The stone, the book, the robes, the rod, the ring, the cards, the mycelia.
Over the table, the
Or the
ring
boss
shouldn't have even been there. The ring.
Well, when I was initially writing it, I was about to put in the Ring of Three Wishes, and I was like, no.
That's gonna break your fucking
So
campaign.
that's why I didn't do the deck of many things.
I would have been like, I just wish for his robes.
I wish for those robes. I wish for that
Yeah,
book.
I'd have
I
just
wish
kept
for the
taking all his
rod.
fucking items.
I knew you'd
I
do
wish
that
that
as
all
well.
that Antioch owns gives. is given
I
to
want
me.
all his magic items.
I wish that Antioch had a charisma of 3.
I just start persuading him to give me everything.
I wish to own the manner of manipulation.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Well, I think it is quite decided.
Right.
I'll take the robes.
He waves the cane, and you see the glass case shatters outward. But it kind of like sort of shatters and then slows and stops in time. So it's like it's just like little tiny pieces. And then you see the robes float over, perfectly folded to you, as then the glass reforms into the cage, into the sort of cover. You can now add robes of the Archmagi to your inventory.
Should put a note on it.
You see on the inside there is a slight bit of stitching with the initials LL.
Wow.
I see.
Well,
Well,
now that my debt is paid, I would also like to bestow upon you a most humble of apologies, as you see him bow before you. And he comes
Stop
back.
it.
think nothing of it.
Okay.
It was just a deal that went sour.
Now, if you wish, you may dine. I can assure you there's no poison or inferni mycelia, if that's what you're
Can I
worried about.
inside that?
Yes, you may.
Okay. I don't trust this guy within an inch of my life. 19.
He's being honest.
Okay.
I do not want to
Oh, yeah.
set you off on your way home without at least offering a meal. It'd be quite
Maybe I
rude of
got
me to-
detect poison.
It would be
Would be
ever so
me.
rude of me to forcibly invite you to my home, and not offer a meal. What were you saying, Gray? I'm sorry.
Smiles was talking about detect poison.
Don't you have that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you whip up a good Avio
Detect
bakery
poison and
special?
disease.
You know, just check that
So,
shit
are you
real
guys
quick.
going back to eat of the feast?
Yeah. Because
Yep.
Yalder really wanted some of that pie.
Before we eat, may I be lended a question?
Of course.
Do you know the whereabouts of somebody going by the name of Midas?
Midas. Why does that name sound familiar? Could you give me a little more to go off of?
Envoy of the god of space.
Atia had an envoy? I know of Daedalus. And the one for Void got banished to his realm. Midas. You see him wince for a moment. No, I think I do know. I believe he resides somewhere in the Astral Sea. If I recall, word on the interplanar streets mentions a being by that name traveling between the different planes and stealing away people. I don't know why, but
Sorry to keep
that's all I
demanding
know.
so much of you, but would there be a way to get to the Astral Sea without harming oneself?
Well, other than sort of bag of holding a bag of holding, or
Well, Bell,
plane
do it
shifting,
over here. Sorry.
you could. I could try to come up with an answer, but you would then owe me something.
Huh.
Though, I will say, my methods of coming across information are spot on.
I guess I could give up something, but it would depend on what.
How about knowledge for knowledge?
I'm listening.
Well, let's see what knowledge you can acquire in the time to come. It will take me a little while to figure this out. I haven't thought much about travel to and from the astral. I'm not privy to it. Seeing as it's the plane between planes, it's like the thickness of the sheet of paper when you step over it vertically.
Hmm.
It'd be like trying to get inside. It's like trying to get into the gap between your fingers as you're pressing down, as they're pressing into each other. It's possible. Astral projection is a thing, but that's not quite probably exactly what you're looking for. But come, we can discuss more over dinner. Well,
Of course.
breakfast. And as you make your way to the dining hall, we're going to go on a quick 15-minute break.
Yeah, I think we
So-
are great.
Avion, as you all sit down at the table,
Mhm.
your detect poison and disease goes off.
Yep.
The food is clean.
Oh my god! Is it safe to eat?
Yes. I can't detect anything off with it.
Lapis, what kind of pie is it?
I was going to say pie flavor.
Pie flavor.
Pie. Pie,
Well, there are
pie,
several.
pie.
There's a meat pie, there's a apple pie, a blueberry, a lemon, a cherry. There's a chocolate pie. There's a pecan pie.
Is there a monster quiche?
There's key lime pie.
Is there cake?
Is there cake? Yes.
I'm gonna eat some of that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Charlotte would probably be a cherry or a blueberry girl.
There's
Pie,
also,
I mean,
bacon and eggs, pancetta prosciutto, a bit of caviar.
Prosciutto? Oh my god, I love prosciutto. Okay. He's got me sold. He's got me
Different
convinced.
cheeses. Chicken, pork, beef, you name it.
If I didn't
Goblets
hate
of
Antioch
wine.
so much, if I didn't hate him
Everybody
so much,
say
I'd teach him how to
goblins.
make waffles.
There are waffles with chocolate chips in them.
Oh my god. He was watching us. My favorite.
And as you sit and eat, you all gain 12 temporary hit points.
Yippee.
Wow. This was a nice meal. I still don't like him. I like him. Me like him. Oh my god.
What's everyone's passive perception, by the way?
15.
16.
19.
13.
The highest was 19, was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
The music stopped.
Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay.
I don't like that actually.
How long are we staying here?
Up to you guys.
Can we take leftovers?
If you
Can I add something to my
I'll say you can get 3 days worth of rations.
Yay! This is so nice. Okay.
And as you finish up your meals,
Oh shit. I forgot to turn off the intermission screen.
imps come and they hand you all napkins to wipe your face. between yourselves.
Yeah.
And
I just had an
Aniark
interesting thought.
stands with you all. That was quite a lovely meal. And now that transactions are complete and set in motion, I would like to thank you all for coming. And I do hope that next time, Weaver, that I can be a better deal maker for you.
There won't
Should
be a
that
next time.
arise. Never say never. And he snaps his fingers, and you all see as the visage of the manner of manipulation disappear.
What about me?
What's up?
Did we just not talk about the ethereal plane? I mean, the astral sea.
Oh. Well, he's got to take time to look that up.
Oh, okay.
He's got to Google it.
That's what he was saying.
He said basically was like, I will find this information
He was
for
like,
you
"Here, I will look for this
for
information
future
for you."
information.
And yes, he said, "I will look this up for you, and whenever I come up with an answer to your question that is suitable, you know, an actual answer of how to get there, he will then ask of you information."
Okay. Also, the question that I asked in your,
What was the question you asked him again?
I asked in DMs for a reason.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Who? Who are you referring to?
Myself, Artemis.
Mm. You're not sure. That knowledge seems to have been lost to you.
There's only one way to find out. I'll deal with that later.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
I really don't like that
Ozu,
guy.
don't forget to mark that you're back.
Let me just go ahead and mark my.
Right.
Did I ever-
Arbor home.
Bro forgot all his shit.
Oh shit! I did not mean to do that. Okay. Cool.
You are left. You are returned where you were, next to old lady, who kind of just like gets spooked a bit and then sees you all and calms down.
Aw,
Of course.
she knows us.
Yalder walks over. Shh, it's all right. It's all right. Just a slow
And-
girl.
Aniark's gone now. He's just not
Yeah.
here. I really do not like that guy.
Well, hopefully we will not have to encounter them again. All deals are made and done.
Back to
Continuing on your way back home.
yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
are we not
yeah.
stopping by Arbor home?
Oh yeah, let's stop by our home.
Yeah, sure.
Go check
Okay.
out this Covenant of Blood thing.
So we still have cult garbs, right?
I mean,
Did you mark that in your inventory?
No, I didn't.
yeah, I definitely did not.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
you
Hey.
would.
I'll
I
figure
have
something out.
I have Crayon's clothes.
That'll so work. I have his mask. If we
wait, Lapis, did you give him
Y'all do the circlet of blasting. Can I take this out of my inventory now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking it out of my inventory now.
So you spend a couple of hours traveling to Arbor Home. Now coming to a stop in it, you see it's a very small, quaint village.
It's very cute.
Maybe
How long
100
did it take
people or
us to
less
get
live
here?
It's about 8 miles, so about just shy of 3 hours.
Bad.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna use the sending stone.
Okay. I would have talked
What
to
was-
the.
Yeah, what was the voice again?
You
some
you have
country accent.
like a southern kind of country.
Hello, Mister. You there?
Yes.
I made it to Arbor Home. Where am I supposed to go?
Uh, it's far too early for this.
Does
I
he
can
even
call it
sleep?
a different time if you'd like.
No, I'd rather you not have to call me again. uh, he'll go like, and then right. So you're in Arbor Home, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Should last I recalled this, you should be in the cellar behind the tavern. You can access it behind the building. There's doors.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, actually, one thing. I ditched my robes a while back. Can I get some spare ones there?
If you show your insignia, I do not doubt that you could get another.
Can can I remember what the insignia looks like and
We have
how it
one.
was created? Do we have one?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
like
pretty sure we picked one up.
Weaver did pick
I'm
one
gonna
up.
I'm gonna bump Weaver on the arm and I'm gonna hold my hand up.
I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to make a copy of it and hand it off to you.
That works. All right. Thank you very much, sir. And who do I give this to again?
Where's the nearest
You have that for an hour, by the way.
person of authority?
Sir, yes, sir. Hoorah.
Wait, hold on. I have the name. Hold on. Wait, I actually have the name for this one. Oh my god.
Came prepared.
Estelle.
Estelle. All right. Sir, yes, sir. Hoorah. And then before we go there, I'm gonna head to the church.
You just hear, ooh, what? You gonna head to the church?
Yeah.
Okay. You do manage to find a church.
All right. I'm
Tim,
gonna
I assume
get.
you're going for holy water.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a flask.
Appears to be
Water.
it appears to be a church to Halloween, the god of life and rebirth.
Yeah, I don't really care. I'm gonna find the priest.
Okay. Of an older woman.
Excuse me, Father, but could you bless this water? Wait, woman?
Yes.
Um, excuse me, mother.
Yes.
Sister. Excuse me, sister. Could you bless this water?
Of course. She'll spend an hour.
In this hour, I'm gonna finish up the last hour on this scroll.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yay!
Weaver's gonna
You have a
to
scroll of gift of
prestidigitation the
alacrity.
insignia again.
Yeah, the insignia's gone.
I'll just
Yeah, this is-
Prestidigitation it.
we'll do it again.
Venice needs it.
And
You
another
could
thing.
just give him one. You could just give it to him.
Yeah, you could give it to me. A little bit of a solo mission. Splitting the party never has done anything bad before.
Right, so you get the holy water.
And one more thing, sister. Do you know of any magical shops within the town?
Not here. They would have to be in Araveum.
Okay, that makes sense. Have a good day. And
Yours, Ben.
I'll toss 5 coins in the box.
In the collection bin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodness gracious, my phone.
Okay.
To the tavern.
To the tavern.
So you're going with the party or just by yourself?
Does anybody want to come with? I'm down to do it
I'm,
solo.
I'm, I'm coming with you. I'll be with you.
We are coming.
Oh wait,
We are on our
they're gonna be
way.
expecting one dude who's like speaking a country accent.
Okay, then we'll just
I picked
Like-
up these guys and they want to join the car.
no, we can
Right.
just chill in the tavern and pretend we don't know you.
Alright,
Actually, Artemis, I do have a plan, if you would allow.
sure. Run it by me.
May I
Whoa,
borrow
that's just the
something of
ground.
yours?
Depends on what you wish to borrow.
Your ring.
Oh.
I'll
Fine,
simply
go
accompany you if you will give me an hour to attune to it.
crazy. But I want it back.
You'll get it back as soon as we're done. You have my word.
Flash flood warning. I'm so excited.
Woohoo!
I love floods.
Wait, what was the name of the guy I'm supposed to give this singing stone to?
Estelle.
Right, and imagine we'll wait an hour for me to attune to this.
I guess I can attune to my cloak of protection again then.
I'm just gonna toss you the actual insignia.
Yoink. I will add that to my inventory. Add custom item. Insignia. Notes. Insignia. Description. Insignia. Add item. Equipment.
I am going to keep Belle with the rest of the party up in the tavern.
Makes sense. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't go in these ornate clothing. Let me run by the general store.
Alrighty.
Going and buying common clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some common clothes.
Okay, I'll say it'll be a gold.
1 gold? How are commoners supposed to afford this?
Oh, wait, that's right.
common-
No, sorry. Sorry, 5 silver. I'm sorry.
5 silver. 20 copper, no deal.
20 cop. That's 2 silver. I'll take it.
I mean,
He's trying to upcharge me because I look rich.
yeah. Okay, okay. It'll be about 20 copper, yeah.
Yes.
What would
It
you
is
ever
2
do
silver.
without me?
I don't know. I'd still have a lot of money.
Not as much as you could.
I want to gold. No.
I want to go home.
Your greed must sicken the others.
Commoners have
As
to
it
like.
does with I.
I'm so rich. All right, let's go to the cellar.
Alrighty. With that, Weaver's going to just poof, invisible.
So
I hope they're not racist
you
towards their
make your way
genetics.
around the back to the cellar doors.
And I knock on the cellar doors.
You knock on the doors and doesn't seem to be an answer.
I open the cellar doors and I walk in.
They seem to be locked.
Is there a password?
Wait. Sitting stone. Excuse me, sir?
You do not seem to get an answer.
I'm at the cellar and they aren't opening up.
Still no answer.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna lockpick it. I don't care.
Okay, make the check.
What would that be?
Dex, if you're proficient,
Excuse
add
me, Jesus
proficiency.
Christ.
Dex proficiency. Yeah.
If you're proficient with these tools.
I am.
Okay.
So that's what proficiency is +3?
Yeah.
17?
Whatever it says at the top.
And +1
17?
from all-purpose tool. So 18.
To 18. That succeeds. You managed to. You can pull the door open.
Hello? I picked the lock because it was locked and you didn't answer.
You see the sort of torches that would normally light the way down the stairs are dim.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna keep on walking down.
I'm gonna
Okay.
follow suit.
I will say it does get to a point where it is complete darkness.
Artemis would totally help me out with like a.
I'll take a
light.
torch off the wall and fucking spark it off my boot. I don't care.
You light the torch, illuminating your path down. You see a similar black and white hallway. It just goes forward a bit. Sort of doors, like about 5 doors fill the room, 2 on either side, and 1 at the end of the hall.
I'm gonna like go up to each door and individually and listen in.
Make perception check. This will be just 1 perception check for all.
Guidance. That's a 14.
You can't really hear anything through the doors. It feels like just an eerie silence filling the air.
I'm gonna take out my insignia and like put it on my chest if it allows.
The insignia of the Covenant?
Yeah.
Nothing. Silence.
All right. I'm gonna go knock on the door at the end of the hall.
You open it and it sort of like echoes to the halls. Nothing.
There's like anything in the room?
Do you open the door?
Is there a keyhole? Can I peek through?
There's a keyhole.
I'll peek through.
Make a perception check.
Oh my goo. D4. Save me. 11.
Can't really see anything through it.
I'm just gonna open the damn door.
It's locked.
All right, then I'll try a different door.
You go to the one immediately to your left, and it opens. And you sort of walk in, and you see what look like barracks.
Is there anyone in here?
20 different sets of bunk beds. No, not a soul. Everything seems to be... Strangely enough, it looks like things were ransacked quickly. There's sheets on the floor, tables pushed over, trunks lay empty.
I'm gonna sending stone to the guy. Excuse me, sir? Listen, I think you may be ignoring me, but this is very important.
I need you to make a wisdom save.
Ah, shit. Wisdom?
Mhm.
That's a 9, but I have a +1, so it's a 10.
Does that succeed or fail?
That fails.
I'm gonna chrono shift it.
It's a 15 +1 for a 16.
Where are you getting the +1 from?
Cloak of Protection.
Look, protection automatically puts the +1.
Does it actually?
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, so it is just a 15.
that fails.
I'm used to it not doing that. Jesus Christ.
Well, there's not much I can really do for you.
I don't know. Protection
You're not
from...
who you say you are.
Oh, I forgot to roll my Tempor watch. Damn it!
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
I know your face.
Oh. No.
The secret smith, you're called.
And what has that got to do with anything?
Why are you snooping around in places you shouldn't?
Would you believe me if I was saying I was looking for clientele?
Oh, if only it were true. You're the ones who killed my spawn, aren't you?
Oh.
Ah,
Can't
it's
say that I
not-
neither did nor didn't.
What are you doing in there all alone? It's unsafe, you know.
I'm gonna cast See Invisibility.
You can see a little moat floating around you.
So that was you in the temple, wasn't it?
Temple.
Oh, so it was a different person. So many people spying on us nowadays.
Only paying back what you're giving out.
So, what now?
I suggest you stop poking your little glass nose in places that you shouldn't, lest the skunks spray you, fill your nose with horrid things.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
There's a part of me that hopes so, and there's a part of me that knows you won't. But you're welcome to try. Secret Smith of Emereth.
Do I know this guy's name?
Yes. Let me. Fuck. Why did I close the thing? Haldari.
Good luck to you, Haldari. And then I'm gonna toss the setting stone on the ground and crush it with my foot.
You feel as it almost like pops beneath your boot.
Wait,
And then
this dude's a vampire, right?
yeah,
Aren't they like harmed by sunlight?
yes. Just putting two and two
Interesting.
together.
So like, if I just drift globed into this dark cellar, since it's daylight, what would happen to
It is
that?
the spell daylight, not actual day, not sunlight.
Hold on, one second. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure it does have an effect against
Let me check.
vampires.
Hmm. believe it's
No, it doesn't.
The light produced from the daylight spell does not actually count as sunlight.
Oh,
Despite the name of the spell, daylight just describes it as bright light.
Are you
We
sure
It
can't-
would
that's
not trigger sunlight sensitivity or weakness. This is the official rules and mechanics on D&D Beyond.
the spell that we would be looking for is dawn.
Yes.
Huh? It just doesn't say that under the spell.
It's true. Trust me.
Well, I believe you. It just doesn't.
Anywho, I'm gonna look around the rest of the
Yeah, no.
place.
Dawn would be the spell you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because, like, the reason why I got confused is because it's, like, causing the sunlight to fill a 60-foot emanation. Like, it describes it as sunlight, which is why I got confused.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. What it means is the same brightness as sunlight.
Yeah. It's the same brightness, but not the UVs of sunlight. Basically. So you start looking around the other. It just seemed like you find a kitchen, you find a lavatory, you find a dungeon. Everything seems to be vacant. Like someone hurriedly packed and fled. Or someone robbed the place.
Come on, if they left in a panic, there's got to be something.
There is one other place you haven't really checked, and that's behind the locked door at the end of the hall.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna go break it down. That seems like the easiest.
Don't you have a key?
Oh yeah, the blood key. Wait, I'll open it. I forgot about that. I was gonna just destroy that door.
And you're just like, fuck this door. Oh, hey, what's this key about? Oh,
The key of blood. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'll use that.
you put the key in the lock and you turn the thing in it. And you see a set of stairs.
Oh, it's this. All right, I'll go up the stairs or down the stairs.
You head down the stairs, Weaver invisibly falling behind.
I can see
And
Weaver.
it's another sort of auditorium.
Empty.
Fires brighten this hall. There actually lay a few dead people. Assassins.
From the cult of blood.
They do seem like possibly some of the ones that fled from the Nehrim branch here. Seems they were slain.
Are they clothed
They were still clothed, yes.
in the robes?
Blood splattered, but yes.
I'll wash them and stitch them up later. I'll take
There's
enough
about 8.
for the party. Jeez, my phone keeps exploding. Sorry.
Got to change the music.
Place is pretty cool.
Well, not this song. It's not Raphael. Oh. There we go. So, you notice that same as with Alisir's, there is another door at the end of the hall. At the other end of the auditorium.
I'll unlock it.
It opens, and you hear as this sort of and you open as you notice that key dispelled the magical protection.
Oh. Cool. Walk in.
You walk inside, and it seems like a study / bedroom kind of thing. Ornate dresses stand on various mannequins. A large mirror with little like bits of makeup, and you can see noticeable scratches and cracks in the mirror where possibly someone's fist has gone into upon realizing that they don't have a reflection.
Anything in here?
Wardrobe and chest stand empty. Desk, not a crumb.
Bookshelves?
There's a couple of books. Old romance novels. Things of the sort.
Can I pull on all of them?
You
Hey,
eventually pull one that clicks.
Lapis.
Yes.
Just circling back for a specifically, because I
Okay.
was just curious. The daylight spell does seem to functionally affect vampires, because they updated it. It's not the same old daylight spell. Because old daylight specifies bright light, new daylight specifies sunlight.
We'll think about it. Sorry.
Lapis.
We got Lapis.
I broke him.
Everything I'm saying does not is saying it doesn't trigger it. It does
Are
not
you-
trigger sunlight sensitivity. Everything I'm reading is saying that.
Where are you reading? Because I'm reading the rules as written, and it's saying, like, it says if a spell specifies sunlight, then it will trigger the sensitivity. And the spell specifies
Where are you
sunlight.
seeing that?
Under vampire weaknesses to sunlight sensitivity. It says things like sunlight or spells that specify sunlight. Unless you're looking at like Google's AI overview, because that's using the old daylight spell.
Sunlight.
Can I flashbang a vampire with the stupid ass drip globe I kept trying to get rid of?
Fucking lava lamp.
Bro, it's literally the Ash Baby meme. I wanted it the whole game and I just had it in the palm of my hand. Wait, didn't I have this drift globe in the last fight?
No.
Oh, yeah, alright. Thought I did. No, because I didn't have the watch. I got the watch and the globe.
Dude, what the flip? I bet I could 1v1 a vampire.
I don't see anything that says anything about what you're reading.
I will pull it up.
It says, takes damage if it starts to turn in sunlight, while in sunlight it has disadvantage on ability checks.
Yes.
And then daylight says, for the duration, sunlight spreads. What the fuck?
We can revisit it another time.
Yeah, let's revisit this another time.
I was just bringing it up because it's like it does specify specifically, so it brings out sunlight.
Okay, we'll circle back to this.
Alrighty.
You've taken up too much time just looking.
My bad, bro.
Come on, bro.
I needed to know if I had a flashbang or not. I had my chance and I squandered it.
But you click the book. You pull back the book, and you hear the as Weaver.
Hmm?
You spot something appear on the book.
And
As
that
he
would
pulls it
be-
back. Make an Arcana check.
Oh no.
That'll be fine.
I'm gonna
Nothing
reroll
bad
that.
ever happens to Artemis.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Well,
Dude, what?
I'm not gonna
I'm
reroll
gonna
that.
reroll.
so
Actually,
it
did I
appears to be
succeed
a
that
glyph
first
of
18?
warding. Yeah, you
Oh
succeeded the first 18.
my
Appears to be a glyph of warding.
god. I'm gonna use my reaction.
Dude, it's probably just a wording that opens the bookshelf. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna use
Okay.
my reaction to use the Cube of Force. Otuluk's Resilient Sphere around Artemis.
Okay. What's it
What
do
about you?
again?
It pretty much just kind of makes him invulnerable. Let me see.
Tell me what it does.
Yeah, that's what I was about to read. A shimmering sphere encloses a large or smaller creature. An unwilling creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be enclosed for the duration. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out through a creature in the sphere. Can breathe there. Wait. Though a creature in the sphere can breathe there, the sphere is immune to all damage, and the creature or objects inside can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside. Weightless. They can roll the sphere. They're a hamster.
Okay, so it's an impenetrable hamster ball.
It is an impenetrable hamster ball.
My hamster ball.
Hey. Oh boy. So you probably just saved his life.
No, I would have been fine.
Cube of Force for the win.
Let me double check. I just want to read it so that I know what it is.
I'm just
You
gonna
really have
say
What's it
Don't
called?
guide-
Resilient.
Otuluk's Resilient Sphere.
Autolux Resilient Sphere.
I
Wait, how did
really,
this happen?
I do
nothing-
just have a utility
Non-physical
belt.
objects, energy, or spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out. Oh, so it just is immune to all damage.
It's just genuinely immune to all damage. It's not even like the Wall of Force, like penetrates by like.
So you see as this sort of small orange beam shoots from the glyph on the book, and it shoots right at the sphere. And you see as it sort of spreads over like the entirety of the sphere, and the sphere shatters.
What?
But Artemis is okay.
Do we know what that was?
Disintegrate.
Yeah, that would have been fine. Can you roll the damage just to see how?
Oh,
if I
oh
would've
wait,
lived or
you're
not?
right. The disintegrate spell does destroy. I was like sitting there like it's impenetrable. Yeah, roll the damage. How?
Is it a hit or is it a save?
Saving throw.
Yeah, wait. No, I want to know if I would have survived or not. What's the save?
Dex.
Oh yeah, I probably would have died.
Roll that
Yeah, 7. I would have died.
Roll that
What was the
damage.
damage?
Yeah, let's just
It's
see.
10d6 plus 40.
Oh, yeah, no, I would've been fine.
Holy- You would have been
I would have
dead.
been fine. No.
Oh my god! I just
We
saved
really have
Artemis
to
from
live-
death.
Here,
For
I'm gonna
Army
roll on
to come
Weaver's
back up
sheet.
and tell everybody that Artemis just got himself
I'm gonna roll
fucking
on
killed
Weaver's sheet.
with
so
his
everyone can see.
nonchalant attitude towards everything that's horrible.
76 points of force damage.
I would have been fine.
Oh my god, bro! You better be thanking my utility belt, bro.
Yeah.
I whip
Does
out
that
that.
mean that-
Does that mean the
It's-
fucking cube is gone forever?
What?
No,
No,
like,
this thing is
no.
like the watch of Tempor. It just regains its
okay.
uses.
It
Oh.
makes things.
It also has.
Okay, I didn't know if you like used it for that and make it.
This is
Okay,
all
with
it
that,
can
I'm
do.
gonna- I'm gonna check for more.
It has
traps.
charges, but this is all it can do. Mage armor.
Well, you triggered the only trap in here.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna check for secrets now.
Investigation check.
Weaver, hook a brother up.
I did hook a brother up.
He doesn't have
I know, but
guidance.
give me advantage. Stupid.
Oh, help. He's asking for you to
Oh
help him.
yeah. I'm looking around with him as well.
Ugh. 21 plus a d4. Boom. Also, was the motive light still there when that happened?
Oh, yeah, he's been watching.
Dude, he doesn't even know Weaver did that. Artminus just deflects.
Yeah, he literally just saw a resilience sphere. Boom.
Bro's
You
just
did that.
sitting there like I just encountered the main character.
Why the fuck did he just do that?
Who is this guy? Bro
What is this
reacted
Smith?
before he saw the
What is
spell.
This Smith. What is he doing?
He has no idea Weaver's here. He's like, "Oh, Artminus, what are you doing here all alone?"
Arminus is just like
Are you
deflecting
seriously
this.
watching all by yourself? No, I'm with the science team.
Oh, I'm with
He was-
Weaver.
He was almost Ash baby, bro.
I would have been fine, okay?
You would not
Not you
have.
all worrying about me.
You literally, we rolled the numbers. You died.
He would have
Would've
been
been-
Thanos snap.
I got 2 phones.
It was either that
Two
or Wall of
votes.
Force. I decided to
2
use the sphere since it
votes.
took less charges.
So, you do not find any secrets.
No secrets?
No
This
secrets.
place sucks. I'm taking the bed sheets.
They are nice bed sheets.
Never mind now.
Okay.
Alright, let's leave. Let's get out of here. This place sucks.
Oh my god, bro. Can I cast? I'm gonna start casting detect magic.
I think that's probably smart.
Nothing magical.
Oh, okay. Let's get out of this place. I don't like this.
I'm gonna message Weaver, stay invisible until they aren't watching.
Roger that, Artminus. Do your best not to get turned to ash, please.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, you make your way out. You hear the door of the cellar shut and locked behind you.
On our way out, did we sense the vampire again?
Is he
With
still
the same
watching?
ability- No, he is not still watching.
Alright. He's no longer watching.
Righty. Well, now that we're out of the cellar, Weaver's gonna... I imagine it's okay to just be visible again.
Yeah.
Righty.
Yep.
And Weaver is going to toss the ring back to Artminus.
And then
Thank you very
smack him in
much.
the arm as hard as possible for being so fucking stupid!
Don't. Weaver would hurt himself.
Bro would hit him and it'd be like hitting his funny bone on his knuckle.
Oh, yeah.
How many more
Artminus.
candies should I eat?
Yes.
I think you were meant to die down there.
No point of looking back on it. You saved me, and I'm still alive.
I can't rely on that all the time.
Very true, but you can't rely on my magic all the time.
When I die, it will be my time. That's all I know.
Alright then.
Then he's gonna
With
go
that,
walk into
he's
the
gonna
tavern.
throw back on his cloak of levitation. And start attuning to it.
You make your way back to the
He has
party.
not put on the robe yet.
I know.
I don't want to. Feels wrong.
So you reconvene with the party at the tavern.
You look relatively unscathed.
It was a bust. Nobody was down there.
Yes.
Maybe I shouldn't have stopped at the church.
It was life altering.
Made some life-altering discoveries, huh?
Uh
No, not really.
You learn he's gay.
huh.
We already knew that.
Well, does that mean that Arbor Home is good? It's safe?
Not particularly.
Hmm.
You guys are being weird.
I'm gonna wave over to the tavern keep.
So that vampire down there, it wasn't a vampire spawn, was it?
That was the vampire.
Yeah, it was the vampire.
That was the guy.
We encountered the vampire that are making all of these spawns.
Wait. Wait. What did you say?
We encountered the.
I just got flashbanged mentally.
Sorry. My brain is just like. Okay.
Are you okay, bro?
No,
He's
it's
still
like
reeling
literally.
from the unplugging the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and the water outside and the thunder and the amount of taffy I've eaten.
All right.
Oh my god, I have taffy
Taffy.
too.
I don't need any more taffy. I'm giving it
Reavers.
away from me. Anyways.
We're just gonna look at Ivory and kind of tilt his head a little bit. Again, like I was saying, we encountered the vampire that is making all of the spawns around here.
Smiles kind of drops. You like he was down there, or you?
Yes.
I
I'm not sure why he let Otmanus live, even though he could have easily killed him right there.
Because he was nowhere near us.
Oh, was that it? I must have actually missed that part.
No,
he
he was
was-
scrying on Art Minutes.
Yeah, he was
He
using
was
the
talking to him through the
Ah.
sending stone.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad.
I was sitting here like, why is Weaver just lying to Ivory?
It's
My
his favorite pastime.
bad, bro.
He loves lying to Ivory.
I
Wow.
skipped a detail, alright? I just sit here like,
You're not allowed back in session, buddy.
Yeah. I got distracted like a little bit during that thing, and I came back to Vampire, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I was like, Lapis, Drift Globe. I was like, Ash Baby.
I was wondering why you were saying that. I thought you were just preparing for the spawn.
Oh, well, that too. Oh, bro. Okay, at least I'm not alone. Even Gladiator didn't realize it was Sending Stone.
Yeah, no, he said I'm gonna take out the sending stone and call this guy again.
Okay. Well, anyway, I retract what I said. We got a
Gladiator's my
call
goat.
from the vampire while we were down there.
The vampire.
The one I assume is making all of these spawns.
I'm assuming, given how intact both of you are, I'm assuming there wasn't anyone down there.
No, except for a disintegration trap.
Oh.
It's fine, it was no bother.
Not for me, at least.
By now, the barkeep would have walked over. It's this sort of halfling woman. What can I do for you?
Get my group some drinks. Whatever they want, I'll pay for it.
I'm
But also,
gonna-
have you noticed a large amount of people leaving town recently?
Not really.
They can just disappear, you know. They did that last time.
Also, do you know what's been going on in your cellar?
What you mean?
The vampire cult's in your cellar.
What cellar are you talking about?
The one behind the tap. Come around, I'll show you.
She starts to come with you. I'm not gonna get fucking murdered, am I?
No?
No, he means
Oh wait,
well.
I'm in
He's-
commoner clothes. Sorry. I'm going to take out my cloak and I'm going to put it on. I'll change that out in a second. Anyways, I'm going to walk around to the cellar.
She whistles back, and you see an orc man come and like walk with you both. You can tell it's probably the chef, and they're going back with you to make sure that you don't fucking murder her in the back alley.
What? Jeez.
That does sound like a murderous thing, bro. Because you're like, yeah, you have a cellar. Let me show you. You didn't know you had a cellar?
You come
I didn't
around to
know
the
you-
back, and you see that there's nothing there.
Shit.
There's like a stack of barrels, like 2 barrels.
Can I use see invisibility real quick?
Yeah, nothing's there.
Shit, I must be losing my mind. Sorry for bothering you. I'm going to walk back into the tavern.
Seems right so.
I kind of chuckle and look at them too. He's had a little bit too much to drink tonight. Pay my friend no attention and maybe just serve him sodas the rest of the night, you know?
I'm gonna
Sparkling water, you got it?
I'm gonna
Thank
shoulder Reaver. I'm gonna say that would be a really good cover story if I drank.
Well, good thing you don't drink. You can just drink some sparkling water instead.
Of course. Yes.
Trust me, love. You don't want to be down in Highland smoke. Trust me, that shit will fuck you up.
Mm.
I've had a long day, so just bring me something to drink.
Right?
Take something as well.
Me too.
All right. She looks at you, Charlotte. Anything for you, love?
I'm good.
She brings those who want it a round of drinks. Comes out to about 2 gold.
Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll pay is fine.
I was gonna pay, but you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No,
let
give me a
Mr.
drink,
Moneybags
give me
over
a
there
for them.
pay.
Alright,
Mr.
Mr.
Moneybags.
Moneybags.
Mr. Moneybags.
I'm actually kind of broke right
schizo-
now. I have like 800 gold coins.
Mr. Schizo Moneybags over there.
Same, honestly, though.
God,
Bro's like Batman right now.
We are so
Yeah, I got
broke.
70. I got 72 gold pieces. I'm out.
I'm about
broke.
I about have 600 gold pieces. I'm pretty broke.
Am I still the richest in the party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not for
Oh,
long.
no.
I just gotta.
I have almost 3,000 gold pieces.
What? When
What?
did he get this?
That's my goat, Abiel.
Have
When
you
did
just
he-
not spent any money?
Yeah.
Bro's
I also
just,
have 24 platinum pieces still.
Bro is the
Bro
most
bro is greed
frugal of the
maxing
party.
over here.
I also
I
have
just
24.
don't buy things.
Abiel is
Women.
responsible with his money.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
I'm
Bro is
also
the most frugal
responsible.
of the party.
Abiel,
I
could
even
I
know
have,
what
could I have 100 gold?
Weaver,
Right now?
Reaver, Ivory, you
Yeah.
two are
Yes.
you two are the biggest
Ugh.
contributors to the economy. Thank you.
What?
Thank you, thank
Uh,
you, thank
no, I'm
you.
not.
In my
Thank you.
economy, thank you.
No, I'm
Dude,
not.
I didn't
for the
even
100
contribute
gold.
to the economy. I attribute
You're
some,
putting money back into the economy.
I contributed to some
um,
guy in the aether.
That's true. Otminus.
What up? I mean, what is that?
That's. Just like, what up? I mean, what is up, dear fellow ally? No. Anyway,
That killed me.
I think
That's
Artemis
Ring
deserves
of
inspiration for making you laugh that hard.
You know what? I'll give you an inspiration for that.
What
that's
up?
Otminus, your ring of invisibility. How attached to that are you?
15,000 gold attached.
Hmm. If
If that's
I
what you're asking.
could promise you that gold back in the
Mhm.
future, could I take hold of that ring? I will replace it with a ring of temporal salvation in the time being. And then in the future, I will replace it with a ring of protection.
Mm.
If you
And you'll be
want.
good for the gold?
I'll be good for the gold.
Yeah, sure, take it.
I'll say you can have my... how much was it?
50,000.
15,000.
15,000.
You can have my 15,000 gold whenever we sell that skull. The rest I'll keep.
That sounds fair.
Righty. That being said, as he grabs the ring, he's going to look over to Charlotte. As useful as this ring is to me, I imagine it would be quite deadly in your hands. And I do believe that spreading around some of our better items to people who can utilize them the best would quite benefit us in the end. He's going to hand it over to Charlotte.
Oh shit.
Which one?
The
The
ring of invisibility.
Jinx, both of you on this. So.
You owe me a Dr. Pepper, Lapis. He still owes me a
That was
Dr. Pepper.
That was him
Promised.
providing the Dr. Pepper.
So yeah, you have that was me regurgitating a can of
No,
Dr. Pepper.
that's disgusting. But,
What's
I
that?
will
What's that one
remove-
superhero?
Oh, you still have the
who
Gauntlets of
can
Ogre
create
Power,
anything?
correct, Artminus?
Yeah, what's up?
You have the
What?
you have the Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta delete those, and I'm giving you the Ring of Temporal Salvation temporarily until you can.
Dude, just keep it. Unless it takes another 2 minutes, then I'll take it.
I don't think it takes a turban, does it?
It does.
Mm.
There is a
don't
ring
want it.
I want. Oh, okay, then I'll keep it. There is a ring I want that doesn't take attunements. It's a leather
The ring
ring. It's a leather ring with 3 snake heads. I forget what it's called, but it was really useful. It lets you store 3 healing potions in
Spell
it.
storing?
Yeah, no, not spell storing. It's healing potion storing. It doesn't require attunement, and it will store
Where
3
the fuck
healing.
did you find that?
What are you on about, bro?
It's something saddlebag.
Oh, it's saddlebags.
I love saddlebag. They have the best items.
I don't think I'm gonna add anything from saddlebags.
You're.
Campaign.
I don't think you realize how much you're taking out if you remove saddlebags. That's like 90% of the magic items.
Anyway. So,
Is spell storing not attunement? No, it is for attunement.
alright, so what are you guys doing now?
I am.
You could continue on your way back.
Oh, we should probably do that.
Let's get back to the city by the end of session. Let's try to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's possible.
Let's book it.
You
We've
head
been
back
spent
out.
a lot of time here.
By the way, I forgot to say, who wanted to roll weather for today?
I
Me.
would like.
Stupid.
I'll roll the.
Smiles, you can roll
D6.
the smaller dice. Yeah. Roll me a D8 today, Artemis.
Come on, bro. Why'd you have to throw it in like that?
And what was it, a 5?
Yeah, 5.
Lever.
A. D what?
I meant to change that back hours ago.
A D what?
A D4.
2.
2. Okay.
If we're traveling, can I attune to the ring
Yes.
as we?
Yes, you may. And as you are traveling,
I would like to start working on another scroll. This time,
That's cool.
a Witch Bolt scroll. Oh wait, hold up. Zeus! Strike a twig right now! Right next to me! Do it!
Wait,
You
couldn't I
won't?
also make spell scrolls?
Sorry.
Are you tripping out, Smiles?
Sorry, I need the item that it requires.
What is it? What is it?
It
require?
requires a twig struck by lightning. I was like, Zeus!
Why don't you just get a twig and shoot it with Witch Bolt?
Bro, you're genius.
Smiles, as long as it doesn't have a gold cost, you're
No,
arcane
the scroll.
focused you.
The scroll requires it, I believe.
Yeah, the scroll.
Yeah, the scroll specifically requires. It doesn't consume it, but it requires that you have the item.
Wait. Couldn't I technically make
Oh yeah, you
whenever you are casting a spell, your arcane focus replaces the cost as long as it doesn't have a gold value behind.
I'm making a scroll.
You're not casting the spell. You're making a scroll.
It specifies in the rules that you have to have the item.
Oh, it does?
Just regardless of the spell cost. And if it says it consumes the item, it will consume the item. But as long as it doesn't consume the item, you can just keep making.
If the spell consumes this material component, or consume the scroll spell.
Yeah. Can I just witch bolt a twig?
Yeah, we could say that before you leave.
And I just plucked the twig, and now I'm gonna start making a spell scroll of witch bolts.
Lepus, I have a question.
Level 1.
Couldn't I technically make spell scrolls?
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Yeah.
Spellcaster can transfer a spell to a scroll and create a spell scroll using the rules below. Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Bro, we can both be making scrolls. We're gonna make so much money.
Dude, pass a scroll.
Okay, so I'm reading a thing. First level spells sell for 50 gold pieces, apparently.
Mhm.
So you'll at least be doubling your money.
What? You let me sell the last first level spell for 100.
What was it for again? What was the spell?
It was a first level spell of what the fuck was it called? Artminus, help me out.
I don't know.
I'll look it up after session, but it was definitely a first level spell. Also, furthermore, I'm not just doing any.
Everything I'm reading says cantrip skulls go for 30, first level spells go for 50. Everything I'm seeing
if it doubles the cost, it's fine.
It might have been that specific spell. I had read it on that site that I was using.
I will say though, the spell scroll I did make is a spell that currently nobody is able to get their hands on, because it is a chronomancy spell, Gift of Alacrity.
I'll say you could probably upcharge the chronomancy spells, but other spells, it's not as valuable.
Never mind, then I'm not making another. I'm not making another Witch Bolt. I'm just gonna start making another Gift of Alacrity.
I'd say probably you could sell it for 75.
100 and you got yourself a deal.
80.
92.
Dude, what the fuck are you on?
84.
What?
96.
You went up.
Yeah, but if you
85
flip it
go
around,
higher.
but if you flip it around, it's a funny number.
Oh.
So 96. You gotta respect the bit.
69.
No, that's low.
Nah. Hurry the fuck up!
85 is the lowest though. Is the highest I'll go.
Alright, I'll take it. Ordering!
Lepus, you really could have just said 75 and he would, they would have no choice.
2 avocados for $10.
It's not very good.
Yeah, but you're
But
God.
it's God. It's
Money kind of
about the
beneath you.
principle. Take no, we're getting tired. We're saying that shit.
Dude, we gotta make it back to.
Yeah, you guys. Oh, I closed my everything.
No, come on, dude.
Asher
It's
said,
fine, I
is this
just
man
minimized the
garage
window.
sale negotiating right now? Yes.
The garage sale negotiation.
Alright,
Oh
hit
shit,
us.
we gotta stop at Talderis and fucking go through the rubble. God damn it.
We are not stopping through Talderis.
I'm gonna get that fucking backpack, dude.
Yeah,
I was
fine.
saying it's not there.
It will
Yeah.
be there.
Smiles
He
told me
just
to
said it
tell you
wasn't.
guys when it's a fruitless venture.
Why?
I did tell him. I was like, tell me when there's a fruitless venture. I did tell him.
Dude. Okay, can we at least check the ruins? If the fucking bakery next door is destroyed, then that guy's dead. I'm like... There's physically no way he could have triggered those fireball spells without getting out himself.
So 8, I think 24.
Okay.
What? That would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would actually. By the end of the day, you would get all the way back to Talderis.
I'm pretty good like that.
How many hours was
High
that?
five.
For just over 4 hours.
Damn. Well, Artemis, while you do your thing here, I'm going to get a room in the tavern and finish my work.
Okay.
Right, so it's about a gold for the night
What
per
is that?
person.
Yeah, man. Damn, this place is kind of expensive. Is there not something cheaper?
Is
It's
that
a nice
one
place.
gold for all of us?
1 gold per person.
That's what I'm saying, Artemis. Highway robbery.
I was gonna make a joke and be like, "Well, there's another place that does it for 10 silver."
Nah, that place has bed bugs for real.
10 silver is a gold.
Yeah, but
That was
just
the
because
joke.
they're asking for silver, they have bed bugs. They don't want to seem
We
expensive
could-
because they're not worth
we
it.
But
could-
does anybody go with Artemis to search the rubble?
Sure, I'll go with him.
It's not a fruitless venture, we'll find something.
Oh,
I'll find
I'll
some
go.
fruit.
Who all's going?
I'm going. Ivory's going.
I'll go.
I'm going.
Before we even start digging, is there what does it look like?
All right, so you walk over and you see what looks like the little part of the. So it looks like that block is now just a sinkhole.
Mm-hmm.
Is the bakery still there?
Yeah, this bakery's across the street.
I'm gonna go to the.
It's fine.
Okay, he might be alive. There's no way.
There's some like guards standing out in front,
Oh, but
like
excuse
up
me.
around the barrier.
Guards.
What is it?
I took a card over here as soon as I heard, but my good friend come to lead the gnome. Is he all right?
Last anyone saw, he was leaving town. Left with his bag and everything.
Do you know where he went?
North. Probably the capital. I know he's got a shop out there.
Gotta kill this guy.
Huh?
Not the guard.
Hey, if we encounter him again, I'll lend you the belt.
We're gonna beat the shit out of this gnome. Dude, I broke his hand. Good luck.
I'm gonna
making
get my
anything.
revenge.
No. Ivory's much better with the belt. I'm gonna just say this right now.
It's not about the damage. It's about sending.
It's
a
not about the
message.
damage, it's about him wanting to kill him. Punch him to death.
What's this bakery selling?
Yeah, what's the bakery got?
The bakery has fresh made pretzels, they got sourdoughs, they got focaccia. They've got
Focaccia? Can I have focaccia?
We get a salted pretzel.
okay.
How
The
much
Bring
for
pretzel,
something back.
the pretzel
No.
is about the pretzel's 10 copper.
Yeah.
Highway robbery.
The focaccia's a silver.
I'll get
Wait.
Weaver
Isn't it the same
pretzel
thing?
as well.
Yippee!
Yeah, that's the same thing, dude.
Oh shit. Anyway, it's a silver for each. Sorry.
Look at my
What did I think? What did I think?
Yeah, you did the same thing earlier.
A silver for both of those?
It's a silver. It's a silver for the soft pretzel. No, it's 6 copper. I'll say it's 6 copper.
Well, there goes all my copper.
And then
The
one silver, one
focaccia, like for the whole thing, is a silver.
Okay, yeah, I want the whole thing. I'll take the whole thing.
They also sell, like I said, sourdough breads. They got some pumpernickel. They got rye bread.
I don't remember how to spell focaccia, but I'm gonna figure it out.
FOCCIA. No, FOCCACIA.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, great. We're gonna die.
Why?
We're gonna
Going away.
drown.
Not going away. We live on the second floor. Anyway,
Your birthday present's gonna get swept away in the flood.
oh, it's in a mailbox right now. If it's here.
Ah, okay. But yeah,
Thank you.
Do they
I
have
love
anything
focaccia.
sweet?
I put the focaccia in my chest of preserving. Do they have any cake?
they do have cake.
I want cake.
They have red velvet. They have chocolate cake. They got carrot cake.
Ah, I gotta figure out what my favorite kind of.
They have
what's my favorite-
buttercream icing cake.
Buttercream. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
So
Wait,
mean.
how much? How much is a slice of some buttercream cake?
A slice,
Yeah, I just want a slice. I don't want the whole thing.
6 copper.
That's a lot. 6 copper. I'm about to eat this in here right now.
Is it the same for all the other types?
Yes, for a slice, it's 6 copper.
I'm gonna get a slice of red velvet.
I'm gonna eat the shit.
Good
out of
choice. Good choice.
So
it.
you all
I feel-
sit like the Avengers enjoying shawarma after saving Unork.
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 That's a town in this world.
I love Unork.
Guys, something's wrong with my Brian.
Brian Griffin.
It's okay.
Things
It's
wrong
okay,
with
Lapis,
Ryan,
really.
bro.
Oh shit! I need to stop by
I
the
don't
library.
know. The Ryan is messed up in the head right now.
I want to go
guys.
look outside and see if we're drowning.
You're not drowning.
You're not drowning.
You're right.
You each gain an additional
Shit.
temporary hit point.
One.
Yippee!
Yes.
Let's go.
13! 13!
I'm gonna head to the
Rebel.
library.
Is there
Wait, did we
a
not
church in
investigate
this
the rebel
town?
already? I zoned out.
Lapis said it
they
was a
were-
fruitless venture, so I'm not.
There's
gonna-
nothing in there.
Yeah, you guys went to the bakery across the street.
And we got pretzels. I got a pretzel
You
for
got
Weaver.
pretzels, some cake. Did you want to get anything?
Nope.
No.
don't
Can I
think
get
so.
a piece of cake for Weaver?
You know, actually, I'll get a slice of chocolate.
Okay, it's 6 copper
What do you
for
guys
both.
What do you guys think Weaver's favorite flavor of cake is?
Carrot cake.
He
Oh
thinks
fuck!
so?
Now I have to do math.
Dude, he's a fucking square.
So if
Sorry,
you give a
no-
silver, you get 4 copper back.
I'll get him a chocolate cake.
If you give a
Can I give
baker
him
a
a
silver.
I have no
slice?
silver.
A 6
If it's a
copper-
gold, you get 94 copper back.
Okay. Remove. I have a chocolate cake for Weaver.
Or you could get
Or-
9 silver.
I have
Or
his-
9 silver and 4 copper, yeah.
What
I
is
do
it?
actually have his favorite cake written down. and
9
it's not
silver
a
and
common
4
cake.
copper.
What is it?
What
It's
is
fucking German chocolate or something.
I am going to absolutely botch
it? Is
saying
it
this,
panettone?
but it's a galette de rose. De Roy's? Roy's.
I'm assuming
It's
that's
Roy's.
that's
It's an almond cream cake.
maybe I'll just get him the buttercream one, like a slice of the buttercream one.
Oh. Oh.
Do they have that here?
I type in Galette de Roy's, it immediately says king cake. It's
Is it just
king
fucking-
cake.
Dude, like
Oh.
it's king cake? Oh my god.
Do they have king cake here?
I would say yeah. Now,
Can I get-
now Galette
pronounced-
de Roy's doesn't have like the coloring.
It's
It's the classic king cake.
Gâteau de Roy.
Okay.
Galette de Roy. I think
I'm
is
just gonna
how
put a
you pronounce
slice of
Where's the
king
L?
cake.
Oh wait. Why is there two
Sad
spellings
item.
there? That's weird.
To chest of preserving. Okay, cool.
Here.
Is there a place I can go to hit stuff while they're looking around the
there's
library?
The tavern.
And true. Should I get in a bar fight?
Do it. We haven't got a bar fight this campaign yet.
You're getting in a bar fight.
Artemis isn't
I
allowed a bar
could.
fight.
I mean, I'm like
Thunder
Ivory-
gauntlets.
Ivory would do that, but I really want to fight
Shatter
somebody right
someone's
now.
facial bones.
I'm gonna go to jail.
Can I bet money? Can I bet money on see if I can?
Are you gonna
defeat
go
someone
to
in
the
a fight?
tavern that you guys are staying at and be like, I want to start a bar fight?
Maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't.
I mean, you can.
Oh no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I don't know. They're just going off to do their respective things, and I don't understand. I'm gonna go hang out with Yalder.
I
You
think
know
I'm
they're
the
gonna
only
hang
one
out.
going to the library, unless someone's coming with me.
I'm gonna get a chocolate. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get a chocolate cake for Yalder.
Okay.
Get a carrot
So-
cake for
Art-
old lady.
Artminus, you're going to the library. Where's Abiel and Charlotte going?
Church.
Church.
Can I
Charlotte.
see if there's any jobs on the quest board if there is one in the tavern?
You could probably find a quest board. It wouldn't be in the tavern, but you could definitely find like a sort of job bulletin in the town square. Sorry, I'm having hiccups.
You haven't done a quest in a while.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Artminus.
Hi.
You kind of head back over to the library. It's a little late.
All right.
You can see the gnome librarian starting to close up, and he looks over at you. All right,
Rev up those friars.
rev up those fryers. Oh,
Oh, it's like,
I'm
sorry.
sure hungry for one.
Haven, what can I do
Uh,
for you?
I need to check out a couple books. I'll be quick, I swear.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm looking for anything on Midas, anything on the Astral Sea, and anything about going between planes and returning to this plane.
Make an investigation check. Just one big one.
Can I have an advantage because I'm asking a librarian?
Sure.
Thank you, John Librarian.
I was gonna say
What was it?
thank you, John Lennon.
What was this guy's name again?
I don't remember.
Dave. 13 guidance.
Roll 4.
17, baby.
You do not find any new books on Midas.
Fair.
Nor do you find any on astral plane or planar travel. Seems that any books with that stuff have been checked out.
Can I see who checked them out?
I have to be a little. Have to keep some amount of professionalism, so sadly no.
Under the table, can I ask?
I'm sorry, but I do not do under the table business here, sir. I'm quite offended you assume so.
It was worth a try.
Have a nice evening.
Does he just walk off and leave me in the library?
No. He's waiting for you to leave.
Oh, I'll leave.
Yeah, and then he locks up the library and then leaves.
Yeah, I'm gonna break in there.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, Aviel. You're sort of walking around town. Late in the evening, you spot what appears to be a church to Miele.
Oh. It's not really what I was looking for. Is there a hospital around?
Yeah, you can find one. It's not too far from the church.
Alright, I'll head that way.
You go in, and you see a male nurse, kind of sitting at the desk. Hey, sir. What can I
Hello.
do for you this evening? Any ailments, maladies?
No. I'm actually a healer. I wanted to see if there was anyone here I could, assist.
He pulls up like a ledger. He starts flipping through. I don't think we've had anyone come in recently. It's actually been a bit of a slow night, which is worrying.
Worried? Seems like it would be a good thing.
Well, it is. But in this, what I've learned in at least my line of work is normal is abnormal.
I suppose that is true. Well, thank you.
Of course.
I
Starts
guess I'm
looking a
just...
little confused.
Hmm.
All right. Have a good night, sir.
Guess I'm gonna head back to the tavern.
Yeah. You hear as you're like leaving, you hear him go. A festival happening?
Hmm?
You,
Is there a
you hear like
festival?
you hear him like mutter to himself like, "Is a festival happening or something?"
Have you encounter random NPC dialogue?
And did I encounter random NPC? I'm not wearing anything weird, am I?
No.
I was like,
Why'd you say it like
I
that?
wonder if there's a festival happening.
Am I wearing something weird? You said no too quickly. I don't like the way you said it. I'm inciting your no.
Well, I said it so quickly because it's out of confidence.
Ah, okay. There's nothing on my face right now?
No. Not at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said that like that on purpose. No. But now that you're going about the town does sound a little quiet.
Hmm.
Because like it's like it's a large town. You'd at least expect to hear something, see something. Be it ne'er-do-wells in the street, children playing while they shouldn't be, nightmen doing watch.
Can I... like... So, I assume something feels off. Can I see anything that might indicate why? Or, I don't know, feel
Make a
vibes in the
perception.
air?
I'll say, because those would be two different roles.
Could I just do both? Or like one
I'll
after the other?
say make a perception to look around, and then make an insight to see how the vibes feel.
Okay. It's a 19 on perception. And... a... 18 on
19 and an
insight.
18. Okay, so for the insight, something does feel ominous. Some don't feel right. And as you're looking around, you are 100% certain that you don't see a single bit of a sign of life anywhere except for figures standing over by a job board. As we're going to go to you, Charlotte. You're sitting there looking at the job board, and There's only really one job on the board at this current time. It says please help. There have been sightings of ogres nearby at night. We've been people, and this is like official government writing on this notice, by the way. Like, it looks in like proper calligraphy. For the eradication of the orcs, we are willing to pay 500 gold pieces.
I'm gonna take it off the board.
I did say ogres, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what
just
you said
making
at
sure.
first.
You said orcs the second time.
Did I?
assumed
I thought
yeah,
I said orcs, and I was like, wait, I mean ogres.
I assumed you meant ogres.
Yeah, ogres.
Just because I'm naturally suspicious. Would I be able to tell with my forgery kit proficiency, although I don't have one on me, if this is forged handwriting?
Make a insight check. I'll give you advantage.
Okay, sweet.
Hey, there you go. There's your nat 20.
Yep.
No, this is not forged.
Okay, cool. I'll does it say like I assume it does it mean like around Taldiris,
yes.
Taldir? Oh.
And you kind of look
Ooh,
around,
okay.
and now you're thinking about it. The town does seem quite empty right now. And it isn't really that late. Like, sure, the sun just set, but the only other soul you can see is Aviel in the distance. Like a block or so.
I'll approach Aviel. It looks like I found our next job.
What is it?
We gotta kill some ogres.
Hmm.
500 gold.
I wonder if that's why it's so quiet here.
One can only assume.
Let's run this by the others.
Go to the tavern.
And Artemis, were you just gonna sit around the library, by the way?
No, I'm gonna like walk away and come back.
Okay, where do you go?
What's somewhere close, but like not far? How far away was the bakery?
The exact same amount of like, it'd be the same distance. So it basically the tavern is right at the middle ground between where you are and where the bakery is, if you're following the road.
I'll just walk around the block really quickly.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay, there's like, I think, a block or so between, so yeah, you can walk around the block.
Where's Yalder at? I have to find him.
Yalder is sitting out front with old lady.
Okay.
How much
He's got his-
time has passed?
Well, this is all happening roughly around the same time.
Damn.
I'm gonna.
I'd say about 30 minutes.
I'm gonna give him a slice of chocolate cake.
You come up behind him and you go, and you just, kind of say his name, you announce yourself, and you see him jump for a second. Sorry.
Didn't mean to
Startled me.
scare you.
No, you're perfectly fine. What? Oh. This is for me.
The bakery is quite good. Thought you might want some.
How'd you know chocolate was my favorite?
Guessed.
Well, thank you. He
You're
starts
welcome.
eating some with you.
Would it be bad if I gave old lady the?
No, I don't think he'd be upset.
Okay, I'm just gonna feed some of
Old
just a
lady
little bit
and
of the cake.
old
of
lady
the dessert
and
cake to old
Yalder
lady.
now have a singular point. Well, Yalder gains an extra temporary hit point, and Lady gains 1 temporary hit point.
Slay, slay, slay. 2 beloveds. Just gotta make sure that they're taken care of. It's awfully quiet around here.
I've noticed
Oh my
that.
god.
Last time, every night it'd be kind of jovial until right about the last night before you came back. Someone said something
That is-
about some ogres
Ogres.
coming down from the mountains.
Oh, that's no good.
No,
Oh, we should probably do something about that.
I agree. And around about this time, Charlotte and Aviel would probably be coming back. And the 2 groups see each other. And right before you get the chance to start conversing, you hear what sounds like the sound of beating drums. Boom, 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 getting louder and louder, and you see approaching the town appears to be a small warband of ogres.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
As
No.
we're gonna end tonight's session there.
Fight some ogres?
Oh my god. Great.
Hey,
As the
Lapis, guess
party
what?
is missing the artificer and the wizard.
Well, I'm in the tavern. I imagine I'd hear the drums.
You're like upstairs in the thing.
I'd
and
hear
you
the
like
loud ass
You
drums.
hear a distant doom
Oh.
doom doom.
How many
doom.
ogres did it sound like?
It looked like about 10.
Ogres?
What?
10
Sorry,
ogres?
wait, let me double check. I gotta
Bro,
check.
Lapis is
I gotta
like,
check
they
my book.
killed the dragon last time, they can kill 10 ogres.
Bro, I could easily kill 10 ogres by myself.
But yeah,
Smite them
that's the end of our
down.
session.
Lapis, by giving me the ring of invisibility, Smiles gave me permanent advantage and permanent.
Let me double
take
check.
attack.
Ogre.
I know.
Oh yeah, you guys can handle 10 ogres.
Easy. Hell, I could handle them by
Uh,
myself.
Also,
I'll make it 8 ogres. There we go.
also, I just want to point it out. My theory was like almost completely correct.
Which one?
The one about
By the way, we're still
I
live.
never.
Hmm?
Oh, actually, you know what? I just forgot the other stuff.
We'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
guys.
And tune in next time for session 19 of In Times of Peace.